In a magical world, the world of Kaomundus, the winds of change are beginning to blow. Adventure awaits. An elf with a gun, a wizard cat, a dragonborn bard, Robocop, and everyone's favorite bunny are caught up in the winds of change. This is their tale.
Yeah.
Just look really tan.
Just look
I'll
like a
be
tanned
really
dude,
tan.
Okay.
I'll be like, hey, what's up, bros?
You could
Garrick's
just have
ball, yeah,
brown skin,
gonna just
like
catch some sick
humans
waves.
do.
That's racist.
I don't know what they're. Okay,
That's
what's
true.
the dominant color of humans here?
All of them.
Okay, great.
So just have
You just
brown skin.
You just look
Well,
super tan.
copper is kind of brown. Yeah, I'll be brown.
Jesus Christ.
Just
What
roll
was
for
that?
disguise, please.
You
All
okay,
right.
buddy?
Welcome to episode, I believe this is episode 6 of the Rise of a Kingdom campaign. I'm here joined by...
I'm Kareem. I'm playing Zorlin the Bard.
I'm Serena. I'm playing Priscilla, the bunny.
I'm Ryan. I'm playing Arbiter Lazarus Rhodes.
And I'm TJ,
Wow.
and I'm
No,
playing.
all he gave us was his name.
Well, it speaks for the title.
Right? Yeah, it's.
Don't cut
I
off.
don't even know what I'm saying.
Don't cut off TJ.
TJ, go ahead.
No, you finish.
No, I just finished.
All right. I thought you finished.
It's gonna be one of those recordings.
All right, I am TJ, and I play Peleus Holymion, the Artificer.
All right, and we're one short for a little bit as Tristan is a little late.
Fucking idiot.
We're gonna
Yeah,
make no
so
progress.
that's the situation, and it's also the birthday of one of our members here.
Yeah.
Rise of the Kingdom.
Yeah!
It is
Happy
Serena's
birthday, Serena.
Thanks.
You're not welcome.
All right, so we're gonna get into recap mode. Recap from last week. Last week was a actually really great bit of role playing from everyone. I re-listened to a little bit of it as I was editing it, and like 10 out of 10 RPing guys, for sure.
Not fail
We're
RP.
here
I made
for
some
you.
stuff.
So
I'm pretty sure I
basically-
scolded people.
I got the Holy Shit Award. Nice.
So basically, yeah, a whole lot of RPing happened. They were making their way back to Tempelt, where they eventually found the happy ending actually burnt to a cinder. So they found a bunch of bodies there. They all seem to have been killed, not burnt. And then they found the remains of 2 burnt bodies in the happy ending. But they actually ended up finding tracks that led off towards Tempelt. So they hurried there, met with the prince to see that there was these royal elven guards there, kind of in disagreement with the prince. Short conversation about what their plans were going forward, kind of a recap of the situation, the war with the humans from the elves, kind of trying to get revenge for the death of their high prince, and the dwarves basically going to war to kind of free their people from whatever undead is happening in Dorogar. So basically, they have a vote on what the party's going to help participate in, and the party kind of voted to go and help the prince. So then the prince kind of said, all right, we'll make sure everyone's still in agreements in 24 hours and then kind of leave. So then they kind of went out about the city as more had risen. Merlin had actually was sleeping at the time as he had risen more of the city earlier. So the Arbiter gave a bit of a little walk around, showed his homeland around. Got it tour, found some alcohol and stuff.
Found my sick ball of mansion.
So then they headed out and they found the Mechanist's lair, where Burke and Peleus were pretty pumped about that. They found a sword resting on the anvil that almost could cut almost anything, so they needed to make a sheath. They couldn't find any sheath sitting around, so Peleus got to work on that later in the session. And everyone else kind of just went off and did their thing. I think from this point on, actually no, they were shown the barracks and then they went on and to do their own thing. And just a little bit of RPing kind of took place. Eric 2Cs was there. The prince was there. Zook was there. Zook was still alive. They found him. His wife died, though.
Idiot.
One like equals one prayer.
So he was pretty depressed. So then towards the end, basically Zook wanted to join in to go to the humans and help the elves basically butcher them all. So Zook was game for that. So then the party kind of left after kind of voting on it once again in a and they all agreed to go help the prince. So on their way there is pretty much where we ended, as they could see kind of this big tented army kind of laid out and ahead of them with some refugees kind of off in the distance making their way away.
Serena will be happy with this little factoid, guys. We've made one episode without killing anything.
Did we actually?
Yeah,
Yeah, last episode we didn't have combat.
But I mean, things still died.
We didn't kill
We
him.
didn't kill them.
Fair enough.
I'm proud.
Yeah, you
I'm
found
so
you
proud of
found
you guys.
bodies.
Yeah.
Let the bodies in the blood.
And so yeah, you guys are in kind of your little caravan, your party. I believe you have with you Zook, the party, the prince, I believe some royal guards. Anyone else go with you guys? Can't remember. Did
Eric with 2 C's.
Eric? Yes, Eric. Okay, so that would be everyone, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are all on your way, and you see kind of a tent laid out. So do you guys want to do anything, or are you guys just gonna travel to the war camp as is?
War camp sounds
TJ,
dope.
can you make a Metal Gear?
I don't know. I don't have the materials right now.
You
Nor would his character
you
have
don't
the
know what
thought
that
of doing
is.
it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go check out that war tent, boys.
Same.
All right, so you guys
Were
are
we,
heading
like,
towards
getting
the
ready
camp.
to leave?
No, we're like
we
there.
already
there.
had left.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys left the end of the last session. Yeah.
Right, we were coming upon the human city.
God,
right?
take some
Yeah.
fucking notes.
Jeez, calm down, man. We're all friends
It's
here.
my birthday. Be nice.
It's
to
her
me.
birthday.
All right, so let's bring up a map of
That-
the area that's kind of rough. I didn't really finish it, but there's
That's
our
beautiful.
rough map.
Totally
It's
serviceable.
absolutely
Looks finished to me.
That's what she said.
So
What?
you guys,
What?
you know what? I forgot to put the map. I forgot to put on the map where the war the war camps are.
It's
Like-
fine. That's fine.
Just
Don't point it
tell
out.
us.
Don't
Alright.
point it out and we won't know.
All right, so yeah, you guys were kind of coming up the street here, and these little like brown specks are cities. These little are just like agricultural land. Big main highway, small little roads leading to these little villages. Yeah, and there's a lake here. So for now, this is all you can kind of see. So you can see some small villages as you guys head up this way. Yeah.
Is the entire area called Garrick's Fall, or is it just
Garrett's
one?
Fall. Whenever you talk to the humans, it means like the capital of like the human area, but
Okay,
everyone else kind of just uses it as like a generic term for the region.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so you guys are heading towards a camp, which the camp would be somewhere along the lake here, just opposite of this, the first closest village. So as you guys head closer, by the time you get within like a couple 100 feet, you would see kind of guards kind of push forward a bit, kind of like saying, "Who goes there?" I
The
assume
prince is with us, yes?
Yes, I assume either the arbiters in the front or the
Yeah,
prince.
I'm not saying shit.
We are protectorate of the royals.
And then the prince kind of steps forward and says, "It is I. They are with me. Your highness, you must hurry this way. The general is here and the king is here as well in this camp." So they kind of turn and kind of guide you through the camp. As you guys kind of go through this camp, there's loads of tent. You'd say, just from eyeballing it, there might be like 1,000 to somewhere around 1,000 men probably in this camp, or 1,000 elves. So as you guys go through, you see elvish people clad in lots of like ornate plate armor or ornate leather armor, like preparing weapons. They all seem very intent. Everything seems very uniformly done. Yeah, so you guys are led to this kind of bigger tent towards the center, and the guards kind of stop and turn to the prince and say, "We assume he would like to see you alone."
No, I'm
And
fine with
the prince kind of turns to you guys and looks at you and he goes, These are members of my council. They are with me. They are equals to me. They should be allowed entrance as well." And the guards just kind of like look at each other like, what is he saying? He had strict orders to bring you directly to him right away, and I assume that meant alone.
Could I pitch in and
Yeah, for
say
sure.
to the guard, and basically just say, well, he didn't give you precise orders to say alone, and also, if your superior finds out that you denied a request specifically from the prince, that might make things a little dicey with your superior, and you don't want that, do you, buddy? And I'm going to use persuasion, if that's okay.
Yeah, for sure. Roll your persuasion.
That doesn't work. I'm gonna intimidate him.
Oh my god.
That's
Never mind.
That's okay. Mike.
Watch out for your microphone when you come back.
16.
16. Yeah. He is kind of surprised, actually. He shows a bit of surprise on his face as he wasn't expecting such persuading words to come out of your mouth.
I can be surprising.
So he kind of turns to the guy and says, worst case scenario, we have to take them out. So
Very true.
he says,
I'd like to see them try to take me out.
so he one of them goes in and says, kind of opens the tent up, like flap open for you guys to kind of go forward, and kind of announces, Your Majesty, General, the prince has arrived and his companions. And then you guys kind of go in.
You go
On the
in?
way in, I would say, like, thank you.
He gives you a nod. He looks familiar.
Yeah.
So you guys go in?
I go in.
You go in and you are greeted by this kind of lavish tent, very ornate, war table with a map of the area. You can see kind of little figures on it, kind of as if they'd planned out they have a plan of action. And you can see some tents and stuff on it, and like the castle area. Besides from the table, you see a kind of a per se throne. It's not like an ornate throne or anything, but you can tell this is the man in charge's chair.
It's like a disposable throne.
Yeah, portable.
It's a lawn chair.
It's made of
It's just
styrofoam.
It's just like it's one of those old like ribbon lawn chairs that were kind of like stacked, and you'd like kind of bend them out.
No.
And then he's just got like
Made
a
of
cold,
gold. Oh my
He's
God.
got like a
What
cold
is?
one on. He's got like a beer belly hanging.
Oh
out,
my
like,
God.
egg beater.
It's like
No.
it's like a 2-4 Corona that this guy's just like sitting on, and there's like a 2x4 back for the backboard.
Please stop talking.
No, so it's like it's a pretty ornate wooden chair, and you can see there's a couple other chairs kind of placed in this area as if like this was like a meeting spot. And you can see quite a few ornate elves with like brooches and symbols of you assume are medals of stature or service. And you can tell one clearly ornate king with his crown on, and this guy's got very white silver hair. It seems like almost like everything about him seems like it's perfect. He looks very wise, but doesn't look like wrinkled or anything. But he looks like he's an elder of the elvish people.
Do
And among
elves get wrinkly?
Elves tend to age very gracefully.
yeah,
We just get like silver hair and,
yeah,
and
but even for an elf,
refined.
yeah, even for
It's like a
Even-
bottle of wine.
even for an elf, like this guy has aged immaculately.
So he's like super hot. is
He's
what
a
you're saying.
jilf.
Yeah,
He's a
basically.
dilf. Yeah, dilf, I guess.
Grandpa, I'd like to fuck.
Yes.
So all
Isn't
these
that
kind
like
of, and
every
there's a
grandpa?
couple other guys. There's about 4 other monks with the king, and these all seem to be various high-ranking officers in the military. And they all kind of turn to you as you come in. They all the generals stand, of course, for the prince. The king obviously remains seated. My son. Father, I have returned upon your request. I bring with you members of my council from the ruins of Tempelt. We plan to rebuild it. I'm sure you've heard much about it. And Peleus is here as well. He was one of the court artificers.
Yes,
He's here too.
Hello, Your Majesty. Hello.
And he gives you like a look of acknowledgement.
But does he not acknowledge the rest of us?
He
Probably
does,
not.
but he like
He doesn't know you.
he knows Peleus.
It feels good not to be acknowledged.
He
Also, we
he
look
kind of
weird.
looks over the party, kind of almost raised, like you could see like a look of puzzlement kind of hidden behind his very passive face.
As he looks past me, I just take my hat off, do a bow.
I give a gentle wave.
You have assembled quite the cultural representatives for your council.
That's one way to say it.
But times are tough, and I believe these are very elven matters. I do not mean to be rude to your kind guests for joining us and seeing to the safety of one of the members of your council, which is my son. But he is currently in danger due to the loss of my eldest son, his older brother, being murdered in a diplomatic mission to gain trade and diplomatic ties, and perhaps even an embassy here at Garrick's Fall. So perhaps now is a time of action.
Is Eric
The words
with
have
two
been
Cs with us?
lost to.
Is Eric with two C's here with us?
We would have been
He
like,
stayed
do
out. He did
do not come in with us.
He's standing outside in a camp full of elves.
Holy
Oh my god, he's gonna.
He's not gonna get murdered.
We're
is
gonna
he?
come back and he's gonna be fucking
I
dead.
thought he stayed in Tempelt.
Nope, he
No,
came
he
with
came
us.
with us.
No, he definitely came with us.
Fuck.
He's I think like Zook's with you guys too, and he seems pretty
yeah.
like not too like I should be here kind of thing.
But did Zook stay with Eric?
No, he's with you guys now, but he's looking
Okay,
like he
so
wants
we
to leave.
we left Eric
We
alone.
did. We did. I did not know that, but I guess we
Eric,
did.
Eric subtly stayed behind. He didn't want to make a big deal out of it.
He rolled a 37 stealth.
He's not fucking Hector.
You don't
man.
know.
Easy.
Sh-
Easy voice.
You could,
should I go out and like guard Eric?
That might be
you
best.
want.
Uh,
Are you saying this out loud?
I mean,
You have Zook there, and Zook's not part of the council.
you're an
Can
important
I
member
ask-
of this council.
Wait, no, Zook wouldn't want to go guard Eric. The
Well,
thing is, like,
you might as
I'm
well
like
ask him.
I
You could
want to
ask.
be able to strongly argue against this war,
Yeah,
but I
you could-
also don't
you
want
could-
Eric to get
you-
You
killed.
could
You're-
ask for Zook. You could ask for Eric to come in. You could just like peek out and be like, come in.
If you're saying all this, I'll just say we could ask Zook because I want you here. Your opinion as a part of the council is invaluable. So
We
we'll
have
ask,
royal guards with us.
yes, we'll ask Zook and
Oh
some
yeah, the 4
guards.
guards are outside.
Yeah.
Just
I
make
don't know if they're
sure the
guarding,
human doesn't
so.
die. How's that?
Zook, our friend Eric has been left alone outside, and I fear a bit for his safety. I am sure that all of the elves here are honorable, just a little upset. Would you mind making sure that he's okay?
Yeah, that's probably for the best. I'll head out there. This is above my stature.
Thanks, brah.
Just a little.
Oh, don't talk down about yourself, man.
No, like stature doesn't necessarily mean height.
No, I know. I'm saying you deserve to be here with all the royalty.
Okay, well he kind of ducks out.
I'm
the
just
tent.
saying, if Eric with 2 C's dies, I'm gonna be sad.
Why?
Because he's her boyfriend.
No.
No, he's not.
He's not my
Anyway, so,
boyfriend,
like,
okay?
The king and the prince kind of have a bit of a discussion about just kind of how things were, idle chat to kind of, and he asked how the roads were.
How's the weather, man? How's the weather?
Well, just it's not like small talk as we would have, but small talk for this kind of situation.
So, how's my bro? Oh, wait, he's dead.
He asked.
oh my god.
Well, he's asking about like the council and stuff.
Your
and
older
kind
brother
of
can't
trying
come
to
to the
show
phone
like
right now.
fatherly interest.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then one of the general.
Trying, because he doesn't actually have any.
Well, he doesn't care about the council.
No. He's just like,
That
this is
much
my
is
What
young...
a shit father.
That much is
right?
clear.
this is my young son just, just fucking saying he's going to do a liberal arts degree.
So anyway, so then he kind of comes back to the topic at hand, so I assume you're quite opposed to the concept of us fighting the humans based on your idea of this Tempelt.
The rest of us would be opposed as well, sir.
Yes, we all stand united in our goal.
Speaking for myself, I like whatever decision... I like whatever decision you go with, your lordship.
Why the fuck are you here?
But if we can do anything without bloodshed of any person, that would be the best course of action. But whatever you decide will be great.
What a fucking brown noser, am I right?
One of the
You just figured this out?
one of the generals has just kind of like got a pretty vivid smirk on his face from your comments. Like, oh, I know who this guy's all about. So basically, yeah, the king kind of just looks the prince. He stands up, kind of goes over to his son, and kind of puts his arm around him and says, "Emerald, I understand you're wanting for peace and for justice and all that. Many of the elvish culture itself, our kingdom, we've lived in peace for centuries, for almost as long as we can remember. The longest time we've gone with a battle was hardly a war. It was just a battle with the dwarves over the squabbles of what the dwarvish people like is land. They like it."
Fucking dwarves.
Wise words.
Fucking land-hungry dwarves.
Too much
So,
water.
but you must see that in this situation, we attempted to make open ties and to open our hand to the newcomers of our area, and how do they repay our open arms, but with a dagger, a mob, if you will, to kill your older brother. You could see that perhaps now is no longer the time to be as open-armed as we were, as we see that ends with bloodshed.
I can see us not wanting to be as open-armed, Your Majesty. However, this mob that committed such a horrible crime, they do not necessarily stand for the thoughts of all humankind.
That is very true, and we are not savages. We do not plan to raise all cities. We plan to simply forcefully take down whatever group it is that caused this murder and is causing this unjustful acts of horror upon this land, and see to that justice is what prevails here. We are not here to kill all the humans. Humans are a race. They are a people. They have their cultures. They have their many different cultures. They are these people have sought refuge here from their downfall. Their city is named after the fall of their fallen kingdom, Garrick's fall. Garrick's was a dragon, for those who do not know. He raised their last land. I'm sure you are quite familiar with that, I believe.
Oh yes, of course.
Why would you?
But how can you be sure that you won't end up accidentally killing innocents?
Well, that's why we have sent a missive to the city.
Well, that's good.
We have told them, if you are innocent, you may leave. If you know of people who have been a part of this group, you may reveal them to ourselves. We are not here as your enemy. We are here to help you. We are here to free you of whatever it is that is causing your people to act in such an unreasonable way, to commit murder for no apparent reason.
These people you are telling to leave, where are they expected to go?
We are leaving the north of their lands, where they have another large city, completely unhanded, and we've actually sent a ship full of resources to help them stock all these refugees.
You believe you have the right to dictate the laws of another kingdom.
I must say,
Rhodes.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with your kind.
You may call me Rhodes.
Yes,
Let him
Rhodes.
speak.
Okay. I don't want
These lands belong essentially to the elves. We allowed them to settle on it. We allowed them to regrow and repopulate and rebuild their lost civilization.
Do you write the laws for this legion?
For all intents and purposes, we do. They have set upon their own form of government and their own form of liberties, I guess, such as unjust murder. I have seen and heard no punishment or any remarks from their monarch in regards to this. He is not seen to have any contact. We have sent missives, we have sent contact, but nothing. He hides in his castle from us as a guilty man would.
Just question.
Yes,
Would I have
that
known
was-
the
Oh.
first prince that was murdered by
like
this
the
mob?
elder prince? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was kind, but he was more abrupt and more like the father.
Okay.
And what is? Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
What is your plan if the humans do not comply? If nobody leaves?
They have been warned of the consequences, and we are to find this king and make him pay for his crimes.
Who have you sent the missives to?
We have shot arrows with letters
Oh,
attached
okay.
to them over the walls.
That sends a good message. I say under my breath.
I'm just curious. I just a tad worried that you say that the king is hiding, and perhaps it is the king's. The king is a guilty party. I'm just worried that the message may have not gotten to all the innocents who would need it, and who would want to
you
know
would have
that they would
seen
be able
the-
to
Yeah,
leave.
we did see people leaving.
You would have seen the amount of people leaving. There have been
Oh, okay,
many,
okay, never
many
mind.
hundreds, I believe.
Hmm.
You could ask one of my scouts for the exact numbers. They would be able to provide that.
Based on my previous experience with such raids, anyone who is not associated will flee when we kick down the gates.
My liege,
I mean, this is a
do I
cool
have
plan.
permission to speak?
If you are part of my son's council, I am assuming he will allow you to speak. Yes.
Wonderful, thank you. I
Piece of trash.
I was just wondering, and believe me, I'm no politician, I'm no ruler, but I'm just wondering if it sends the right
Literally.
message to say, oh, if you're innocent, you won't hide anything, and you'll come and be honest about the actions that happened and put forward the guilty people, while also having an army of about 1,000 people right at their doorstep.
1,000.
There's a
You
little
think
more
I
than
am
1,000
unprepared?
More than that. Okay, I don't know. You
There's
said
probably
1,000.
There's probably
I feel
like
like the king
40,000
hates
people
me.
outside the gates of the city, man.
Wait, what? I thought you said 1,000.
There's
a
1,000
This
in this
camp.
camp.
in this camp.
Yeah, I mentioned that you saw on the board that there was other
My
camps.
bad. Can
That's
I just
alright.
retcon that
Yep,
really quick?
That's
Okay.
fine.
I misunderstood. Sorry.
don't know,
I
kinda
do
like
enjoy
idea
the
of
fact that he
king
was like, "You
hating
think
me."
I came unprepared?"
Fuck you. I'm just trying to say,
1,000.
is that don't you think it might send a bit of mixed messages to say we come here in peace, and if you're innocent,
We
just
do
come
not
forward as
necessarily
innocent.
come here
but
in peace for those who have not.
yes, but bringing many, 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 many troops to their doorstep might send a bit of mixed signals, perhaps.
How do you know that the guilty parties will not just leave with the innocent?
Well,
Broad snaps his
You're
fingers.
gonna stop.
that is always an entire possibility. I assumed that humans were a little more honest than they
Why the fuck would you assume that?
in our own society. It
Whoa,
works quite well.
your voice got deep.
My
Whoa.
king, I may remind you, assumptions are what sink armies.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that is why I am not here as the
Thought it was missiles.
military strategists.
Hmm.
I have a couple centuries of experience in matters, but I am mainly a politician and a leader, and a great king knows to have advisors who know more than him at his arms and is behind him.
How do you know the king has not left with the rest of the city?
We know what the king looks like. Trust me, he has not gotten away.
He
Um,
was like,
Is he noticeable?
We've met him at one point before.
Couldn't be disguised.
It would be difficult. Our scouts specialize in these things.
I know that this would have taken much longer, perhaps, but would it not have been maybe a better idea to have an investigation party, disguise your elves as part of, or get human spies and just figure out
We have
who did it?
attempted such things, but no one has been allowed in, only out.
Your Majesty, I may, if I may, just, I will caution, maybe be a bit more hesitant with your maneuvers, just because, if you consider this, you haven't heard back from the king, and the king of the humans, of course, and While this may be just because he is not wishing to speak with you, it also may be that there is some other force inside of Garrick's Fall, and maybe the king himself does not have power inside.
Well, that is our fear. That is why we plan to lay siege and find out.
And would it maybe be possible that it's not the humans at all that are doing this, but that they've been possessed by some sort of demonic forces?
Such a thing has never happened before.
We've
knowledge.
we've just recently encountered demons. That is what's happening at Dwarogard. Perhaps,
Undead,
that is
perhaps
why-
something of the same thing could be happening here.
Perhaps that is why King Thorn is tardy. He is not one to be late to a battle.
That's 100% why he started.
He is dealing with his own thing right now, understandably.
Yes.
So
Well, that.
we were there firsthand for that whole fiasco. It's not fun.
So you are able-bodied as well in combat.
Well, yes. This one especially.
You do seem quite capable.
That's what I was designed for.
Well, son, what is your view on all this? You have always been one for the peace and the equal rights of all and everyone in joining us all together. What do you think we should do? I know you are not going to say we should attempt to lay war or anything. Father, I realize you are grieving. I as well have perhaps not been handling this as well as I should be. I am sure one of your generals can attest to that. Perhaps we should wait and see what happens. We still have not heard from them. We should give them more time. It has only been a couple days.
What is preventing people from entering the city?
Essentially, what the humans have as they would call it an army. It resembles more of a militia.
My
There's-
liege. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
There's no way to get in, sneak in around them.
I was just. going to
I'm
suggest
sure,
that.
but such acts from our part would be perhaps a bit pushing the aggressiveness. That
How about
we've
from
shown.
our part rather
What
than your
What if you
part?
had an unrelated party sneak in disguised and gain some intel?
That would definitely help us avoid causing unwanted things.
It just so happens I'm a master of disguise.
Sure.
Is there a sea route
Peleus
into
actually
Garrick's
just
Fall?
puts his head in his hands.
Is there a sea route in the Garrick's Fall?
Like a boatway?
Did you just say a sea route?
Yep.
It's a word.
I feel like sea route is better than boatway.
Boatway. Way to get there by the boat. Way that the boats go.
There is quite many ways probably to arrive there by sea. The humans are quite well versed, especially this generation. I assume are quite well versed on boats, as many of them were raised on the boats from their travel across the Great Sea.
That's depressing. That's just me commenting.
Nah, Priscilla's just like, that's depressing as fuck, you. We're like, see,
Are you aware of any other methods of getting into the city?
They have a large
Bribery
wall.
works
I
great.
assume that they don't have the manpower to have it all, but
Well, such a large city would have to have sewers, would they not?
I would assume so. We have kept our distance from the city for now. We do have scouts out there right now, attempting to gain more intel on the city, but as far for now, we do not have that information. We have only just arrived earlier this morning.
Question for the DM. Did I see how tall the walls of the city were?
It's quite a ways away.
Okay.
I don't think you'd see it.
Could I ask the king how tall the walls are?
Yeah, you could ask him anything.
Go ahead.
My liege, I was just wondering, what kind of climbing equipment does your army have, and how tall are the walls of the city?
Well, we have much rope, grappling hooks of a sort.
Tristan's here.
We're pretty
Acrogram.
well versed in such agile feats. We could definitely outfit you with something
Wonderful. That's another option.
Of
If
course.
you agree to sending us in.
Well, sending
The king is right. They would not be able to guard the entire wall. Your scout legionnaires should be able to find an opening in the patrols.
Especially if their militia is not as competent as your army.
quite. I do agree with. I believe it was yourself.
I already am.
I'm sorry, I had not catched your name.
Oh, my name is Priscilla.
Miss Priscilla, I do agree with your point there that perhaps sending a neutral third party, and I believe the arbiter did mention that as well, to send a neutral third party in there.
That was actually my idea.
I thought it was
No, it's fine.
okay. Retcon.
He was just focusing
Zorlin.
on the fact that you were licking his asshole.
No, okay.
You
Retcon
can ask my name.
Zorlin. Yeah.
Zorlin Cauldra at your service.
Yes, I do agree with your point there, Zolan. Perhaps we should have a neutral third party attempt such a feat, if of course my son is in agreement.
Mm.
Oh God.
And if we happen to get captured, which we won't, we have absolutely no affiliation with you whatsoever.
Oh, except that we're on a council with his son.
It's called lying, my dear. Have you not heard of it? Ugh,
Your
amateurs.
thoughts, Emerald?
Perhaps it would be best to bring Eric with 2 C's.
That's actually not a terrible idea.
Who is this Eric with 2 C's?
A friend. A friend.
He is a friend of ours.
He is an ally of ours, and he is indeed human. He was not anywhere near Garrick's Fall when this whole incident occurred, and I believe him to be trustworthy.
As do I.
Sure.
I can give
He
you
just
my
doesn't
word
like
that the
it.
second that he steps out of line, he will be struck down.
Sure.
That's true. He would do that.
You are a man of action, I see. I appreciate that in a man.
He's hitting on you.
No, he's not.
It's really not.
King's like, shut up. No, I'm not.
Emerald speaks up and he says, I agree that we should, a neutral party would work here, and we are foremost people looking for peace, so I agree if everyone amongst the council is willing to do so. I myself would be willing to lead this expedition.
Oh, are you sure about that? That's
No.
if we were going in as negotiators, maybe. But if we're sneaking in, no, you can't be there.
But I cannot just let you do this by
Yes, you
yourself.
You can.
You
if
certainly can.
if we get caught, we can say we have no affiliation to anyone. If you get caught, you're the son of the king. You can't deny shit. No offense. Pardon my language.
And the king puts a hand on, like a firm hand on his shoulder and says, "You will not be going anywhere near that town. I have already lost one son. I am not losing my last heir."
I don't know.
And he
if you
knocks
do
him
that.
out. No, I'm just kidding.
A little less beautiful.
What?
Then, my king, it is agreed.
Yes, we will perhaps set out during the night. So if you would like to get some rest now, so that you have a full rest before morning.
We
as
should
it is.
figure out what our exact plan of action
Yeah,
is.
it's like supper time ish. So you get like,
I would like to, if I could, some more information, Your Majesty.
of course, if you have any questions, I'm sure I could answer, or one of my generals here would be able to. As long as, and perhaps they could give any input on our strategic advance for this situation.
Oh.
Yes.
Well,
Tristan's here, by the way.
Tristan, turn on your microphone.
I want to see how many disguises I can make with
I don't
this
know,
Oh
check
yeah, we're not live.
Yeah, I'll turn it on.
We're not live.
The live stream wasn't working.
Oh, we're not live. at
We're
all.
not live. We're just recording the podcast.
Oh.
Before we do anything, guys, can I remind you that I have a fucking -1 the dex before we do anything?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, we should probably, if there is a sewer route, we should take the sewer route.
That's what I was
Thank
about
you,
to ask
Adam.
him.
It's like I could go in and like rendezvous with you guys by like going over the top, but you should not climb.
I mean, I could. I'm crazy fucking athletics. I could.
that's
climb.
true. Well, that depends on
Well,
how he would rule
The
it.
thing is the wall going to survive you climbing up it?
Yes.
I imagine a pretty thick city wall. Would
I don't
survive.
know.
What wall we're climbing?
No, man.
No.
Humans are cheaping out.
just fucking dumb. Sorry.
Humans are cheaping out in the walls.
Yeah. So what I was going to ask you,
Oh, wait,
or your advisors,
Sneaking in
Would your advisors know more than you might, Your Majesty, or
In regards to what aspects?
in regards to simply the layout of the city of Garrick's Fall?
I'm sure
Of-
they would have a much better strategic mindset of the layout.
Yes. Okay. Well, then I would love to speak with someone who would be quite knowledgeable in that aspect.
That is quite. I will leave you here with the generals to discuss the strategic advance. And I will leave you be. Son, I would see you.
And I think there's.
He kind of
cake in
takes
kitchen
the
if you want
prince
some.
to like the side of the tent, kind of leaving you with the four generals.
Gang, if I could, real quick, I just want to point out to everyone that I already have 2 prepared costumes, and I could also, I also have a kit that would let me. It would take some time, but I could prepare disguises for everyone. So, with no offense to us, we do stick out like a sore thumb. So if we do find some way to sneak in, at least have some way to disguise us so people can not immediately tell that we're not human.
And how are you
Zolan, I
planning
believe
on
your name was.
Yes.
This is one of the generals. By the amount of people who have left the city, disguises may perhaps not be quite the thing to keep you from sticking out as, based on the population that is left.
There's barely anyone left.
There may not be enough of a crowd for your disguises to be convincing enough. Oh, hello, cat. Jesus Christ.
What were you gonna say, Priscilla? Sorry.
I was just wondering how you were going to disguise me.
Me as well.
I can make very big shawls. Get you a fake mustache.
Perhaps a more
Goatee, maybe.
stealthy
Yes, you're a goatee man.
idea. Maybe
Yes,
best,
I believe maybe
opposed to,
moving under the cover of darkness might
Yes.
be better than in plain
Like,
sight.
okay. Just
Oh well, no, I
something-
meant still in nighttime, just as like a last resort if we get caught. But never mind.
Okay, this is me talking. Something you guys might not have noticed is that my ears are constantly pointing up. Like my ears never go down.
Oh, you can't control them?
You can't put them down.
Rabbits, you can it's uncomfortable. You can push their ears back.
My ears don't go down.
Can
At
the
all?
rabbits,
My ears don't go down.
Can the rabbits push their own ears back though, Kareem?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
To like hide down, yeah.
Okay, Priscilla, just try running your hand over
Oh,
your
yeah,
ears.
yeah,
See
yeah.
if you can push them down.
They don't go down.
Why not? If you're a rabbit, then you should be able to do it.
Like I would have done it, and you would have seen that they didn't go down.
What? Do they not move like steel fucking bars?
I don't know what it is,
You
but
can't-
my ears are just this way.
What if I got you an extra big cloak and they just kind of like boop?
So I'm like, okay.
Oh no! No! Why must you ruin everything?
God damn it, guys.
General,
Uh,
was there a city here before the humans or ruins?
Yes, there was ruins. I believe the castle is built upon these ruins.
Oh, that would
Give
be
me a moment. I turn around and I use my fucking earpiece to the oracle.
Oracle.
Oracle, we're standing outside of the settlement on the western coast. Do you know anything of it?
Western coast. Give me a moment.
Scrolls through Wikipedia.
You're typing.
Is he our hacker friend?
Okay then.
It's just like 1 second. I'm on it.
It's like
All right, I'm in.
it's in 24 when Jack Bauer has to call CTU.
Yeah,
Oracle
yeah.
is CTU.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I do believe there was quite a few cities. I believe. Could you give me a better position of where you are on the west coast? Are you to the south, or to the north, or towards the middle near Tempelt?
By quite a
Towards the
few
middle.
Cs,
It's
if
like
you need-
there's like a road that
two
goes
Cs.
directly from Tempelt to the
Ah.
settlement.
That sounds
hit all
a
That's
lot.
right? Am I right on that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yes,
this anymore, thank you.
Well, I seem to not be able to
wanted
access
to
the
use my
name of
disguise
said
kit.
city.
That's all right. I'm
Um,
just wondering, is
I'm
there any
sorry.
tunnel entrances?
Like a blueprint would be perhaps easy to
Yes.
pull up. Let me
I'm
give
not
a moment. Yes. Well, there was a. Are you just looking for structural
I'm looking for a way in.
a way in? Well,
That's when
assuming
you-
they built a city on top of this, there could be underground water caverns, perhaps to the sewers,
All right.
or the crypts. I believe this blueprint doesn't have too many details on it.
Thank you, Oracle. That may be helpful.
I could perhaps see if there's any other ways here.
Keep me updated.
I will let you know if I find anything.
Why don't we just dig under the wall?
The Oracle says there may be a cistern running directly into the old ruins.
Why don't we just take Garrick's Fall and push it somewhere else?
Why don't we salt the crops, raise the houses, and kill everyone on the way out of the city?
Burn their wives and rape their churches.
So, does Peleus know anything about architecture or city building at all?
Like,
if I were to, would Peleus know like
human
where a city,
architecture.
where like a city sewer might have an exit?
Yeah.
Into the water.
But like
That's
these-
what I'm thinking.
These were ancient.
But even the current city sewers,
Yeah, I guess. Well, like the elvish stuff's old as shit too.
A dick.
but like they would be near the water. The exit would be, or
No.
more like a river, maybe.
No, but like the way the oracle kind of described it is like you could like more or less you could swim kind of towards where the ancient part is, and then somewhere along like the below on that rock face there was like a cavernous entrance.
Okay. That might be a good avenue of.
we may be able to take a boat to the entrance.
That might be a good way to do it. Although we would have to be careful because it seems these humans are quite.
A small boat.
I mean, Peleus.
Yes.
I mean, it would be very handy to take a tunnel or sewers so we can get our arbiter friend into the city safely. But wouldn't it be so cool to scale a wall with a grappling hook? Like, think about it, man, really?
I'd be fine with letting him do athletics to get up the wall too.
Like, grappling hooks, man.
Well, I mean, are we at all concerned about maybe being seen going up a wall?
Yeah, we would be less likely seen going through the sewers.
We would be less
But
likely
think
seen going
about
up the
how
wall than reversing
cool.
to the cavern.
The
I'm-
general would.
he's not wrong.
You said the cavern part out loud. One of the generals would speak up and say, the issue is with. I'm sure your source is well earned. The issue is if they built up on these old ruins, who knows if they filled in whatever part of it. You could be going underwater to find there's no exit, and depending on how deep it is, you may drown.
So, way I see it, climbing over the walls could leave us more exposed.
He doesn't know you can't drown.
Climbing over the walls could leave us more exposed, but taking the sewers, there's a lot more unknown danger.
General,
swim,
I do not require oxygen to survive.
but you would sink.
Wouldn't you? Yeah. Can you swim? Can you like doggy paddle or?
I would sink, but I could walk along the bottom.
That would be inconvenient if the bottom does not lead to where we want to go. If you need to swim to get there, that would be very inconvenient.
I do have some buoyance properties to me.
Buoyance properties.
Buoyance
See.
properties.
I'm sorry.
What if we strap balloons to the arbiter?
I believe, honestly, the simplest way would probably be to scale the wall.
Huh?
Well, maybe.
Simplest doesn't mean safest, though.
What? Come
Well,
on, man.
The simplest and safest to our knowledge.
Think about it.
Our scouts,
freedom
our
fighters.
scouts should be arriving here within the hour. They will be able to give us the final say on whether or not the walls are a go.
What if we had some sort of diversion and the opposite side of the city? So that less attention would be focused on us scaling the walls.
That is right. We do believe there's multiple entrances to the city.
Do you have any gunpowder?
Remember,
Even my gun doesn't run on
we're
gunpowder.
trying not to provoke. We're trying not to
But dwarves
provoke
do, but
Yeah.
them
The elves don't have too
into
many.
clashing with the army. If we make a diversion, they may think the elves are actually attacking, and we're trying to just gain info right now. So maybe hold off.
well, we could send another diplomat of something, to the, like a crier to the door to say once again, kind of.
Oh man,
repeating our
Degen would be
message.
perfect for this.
Is it?
Shut up.
I'm just saying, man.
What would be perfect?
Degen.
I'd say that would be probably a best bet if the wall situation is to occur. We could send some sort of missive or crier to the gate and make him let out some information. Although if we are to have this plan in action, we will have to. You will need rest if you are to either way. So if you would like to go and rest, we can. If there is any more you'd like to discuss, we can continue. But if you get some rest in, then we can have some last minute discussions. We will be up. We do not need much rest.
Yes.
Wow. I don't usually like putting myself on the line, but the whole scaling the wall just makes me feel like a freedom fighter, so let's fucking do this.
Keep in mind, you guys have Zook, who is also willing to probably go along,
Oh, that's
And
true.
Eric
that's
with
true.
2 C's.
and Eric with 2 C's.
Eric with
is
2
down to
Cs.
do anything Priscilla would tell him to. do.
Eric with 2 C's could potentially say that, I don't know, maybe he's captured us and we're his prisoners if anybody interrogates us.
His prisoners?
I know it'd be hard to believe, but maybe he's smooth. I don't know.
Could you imagine?
Eric
me being
is pretty
made into
tough.
Prisoner?
Not
But
tough.
is he smooth?
Could he convince people that,
I mean,
we're
he's-
following him as
he's been-
prisoners?
He's been getting in your way as a charmer. There has.
I
been a
would
little
like- I
bit
would
of
beg to
jealousy
differ.
There. There has been some jealousy there.
No, there hasn't. You don't know. Can't read my mind.
It's kind of apparent.
No, you're a parent. You just don't know yet.
Your mom's a parent.
Oh, damn.
I get it.
I hope I'm not a parent.
Got him.
I do know.
You don't know?
All right.
All right. You should go to rest now,
Okay, let's go
my
to the room.
my friends.
Is there a room that I could have for myself?
We could set you up with a tent. Oh, of course. Yes, we can set you up with 2 tents.
Would I be able to get a tent all on my
Yeah,
own?
that was the insinuation.
Oh, yes, okay,
So
thank you.
Zook, Eric, and all the rest of us are gonna have to fit in one tent.
These
Sure,
are-
that's
these
fine.
These are like big war tents.
Okay, but
think,
Alright.
still.
think like Roman war camp kind of tent.
And like I can always stand outside. I can just like
True,
stand there.
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is like I would get a tent all by myself, right? Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
have to share it with any other
Fucking
women.
selfish
Whoa, a
bitch.
huge
hasn't
war tent?
explicitly said that, but he said you would get your own. Like you'd
Okay.
have a tent separate from the men.
Watch out, she's sacrificing
Oh.
goats.
Yeah. So if there's anything else, please bring it up. And if you need to come find us, you could ask pretty much any of the elves amongst the camp would be able to point you out to where we would be. Yes. So I hope you have a good rest and you gain your strength. If you need any food or anything, we can provide that as well. We have the resources for it.
And we'll
Yes.
figure out what the hell we're doing in the morning.
Yes, I will be going for my meditation. But if your scouts do come anytime soon, please do not hesitate to wake me. Okay?
Yes, for sure, Pelias.
All right. And I'll turn around and walk away.
Okay.
Let's
And
go
then
to
like
our
one of the
tent.
guards opens the flap for you.
Yes. Why? Thank you.
I also turn around and walk away, but I don't say anything to the guard.
I tip my hat to the guard that I persuaded earlier.
I'm just walking the tent.
Yeah, I don't say anything. I just wait.
I'm a firm believer in good manners.
tip
I don't
my
say
hat.
that out loud.
I'm a firm believer in don't fuck with me.
So not good
Yeah.
manners.
All right, so you guys are one of the guards brings you to a tent, and another guard brings you to your own tent.
My own tent.
Mhm.
There's nobody else in there.
You go in, and there's no one in there now.
Oh, but is there like more than one bed in there?
There's no beds.
What?
Oh, it's
It's like
just a
sleeping
tent?
rolls.
Oh.
Is
I
it-
mean, they're like elves don't tend to sleep in beds. We tend to just need a little bit of meditation.
is
Yeah.
it?
You would have known that from seeing Pelias.
Well, good thing that we have bedrolls.
Damn it. Oh, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, like the tents are pretty
We're
I
big.
roughing
want-
it tonight.
I want an actual bed, though.
Don't be such a spoiled brat.
You're on a war camp.
I'm not a spoiled brat. I'm not.
So yeah, I mean, if you guys go to bed, do you do anything else?
Oh,
I enter my resting state.
Okay.
what does
Unless you're about to
everybody?
say something.
I just check him over, make sure there's nothing wrong with his machinery again.
Yeah, his
Like I do
his
every night.
area still seems to be kind of still the same as before,
Like
but it seems
fleshy.
yeah, but it seems slightly lessened maybe.
Okay.
It's hard to tell.
Lessened ever since he took it off.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit lessened, but it doesn't seem to the point where it's reverting back. It just seems like it's stable.
Okay.
Zook and Eric are here now, right?
Yeah, like they would have joined you and came into your tent.
Yeah.
if you
Okay,
guys-
I would just fill them in on what's going on, and then
He
I
would
would.
have said goodnight to Priscilla.
And
Did he get a good night kiss?
No.
He wouldn't have gone for one.
Nah,
No,
man.
he's a gentleman.
Jesus.
He's
Uh,
trying to get to know her first.
Anyway,
He doesn't want to come
Fuck
on as
off,
creepy.
boys.
Despite the
a
whole
little
like,
too late, bud. Anyway, so I would just ask everyone except Priscilla, who's not here, what do we think about the current plan? going over the wall underneath? Do we think this is worth the risk? Like, what's everybody thinking?
This unit was not designed for infiltration.
Clearly.
Well, I have been working on a way that I could perhaps shrink you so that you'll be a bit smaller, a little more compact while you're scaling the wall.
That's not the concern. The concern is my -1 the dex.
Well, if it's athletic.
I'll let you use
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean,
athletics.
like, stealth checks?
That's true, but
That's
I mean,
true. I don't have pass
clank,
without a trace.
It's gonna be nighttime.
I don't
No,
think
know,
bards
but
get
still.
that. Does anybody have pass without a trace?
Have we? Oh, wait,
Nope.
never mind. I'll wait until the scouts get back.
Wait. So you anything else?
What if we like put pillows on his feet?
Do you guys have pillows?
Do we have pillows?
Let me. I tell you, I have an idea, but
Ooh.
it will.
Strap
It may
bedrolls
have to
to his
wait
feet.
until the scouts get back. I will need more information.
I'm interested.
If we just strap bedrolls to his feet instead of pillows.
Sure. Anyway, Lemieux, you're usually like me, who doesn't really want to risk your own neck for no reward. So, what do you think? Do you think we're doing the right thing here?
So I just want to go over all the options that
Mm.
we presented earlier, 'cause I personally forget them.
Well,
So
there
are
was
two-
there was
there
scaling
was-
the wall. There was
Yes.
going through the tunnels. However, we don't know if they filled in the tunnels. There's a lot of risk of
It's
being.
also underwater.
There's
You don't-
also
you don't, like,
underwater.
And we're also not entirely sure where they are.
Yeah.
So the going over the wall is the much more direct but slightly more noticeable option. However, there's a lot more uncertainty with the tunnels.
Also,
That's
you'd have to
true.
go underwater.
There's also the
Yeah.
option of just not
I don't like
going.
water.
You want to serve king and country. You are
Prince
you,
and council.
of course. But you and me, we usually are a bit more
Smart.
I was gonna say realistic.
Roguelike?
However, what do you think we're sticking our noses where it doesn't belong? Do you think going in is a good idea?
I'm surprised.
I think
at
it's the best
you,
way to end the
Zorlin.
conflict.
I thought you would want to be a hero who stopped the war between humans and elves.
Well, I did say I wanted to look like a badass freedom fighter with my grappling hook. So, yes, I'm in. I'm asking you.
Well, it would definitely be quite a story
Oh, yeah.
if it works.
Oh, it will. If it doesn't, we got the big guy. He'll kill anyone.
Now, Zorlin, I have a question for you.
Sure.
You say that you're proficient with disguise kits.
Indeed.
Would you be able to just disguise our faces?
Oh, of course.
Uh,
It would take me some time, up to the discretion of the DM, but I can make a bunch of like hair dyes and a bunch of like different makeups and shit.
not
that I
even the
can, like-
hair. Not even the hair, my friend. Just make everyone's face look human-like.
I could try to
Maybe
do
maybe
that.
a cap
I
for our
mean,
ears.
It wouldn't.
For some of you, it'd be easier than others.
Yes, it would
Mainly
take me some
Zolan.
time, and it wouldn't be as perfect as magic, but I could do it. What would the time for that would be? Would I have to do an all-nighter kind of thing?
Because we don't. You have to
Probably.
rest. Like
I
you
do have to
need
rest.
And you're gonna make the face of the cat and the bunny.
And the
And
big
the
metal
big
man.
metal
And the
To be
robot.
honest, I
Human?
think the two easiest to do for sure would
Indeed.
probably be Arbiter
And
Peleus.
Peleus, yeah. Their guys
Yeah.
got ears.
Yeah, like your guys is like, cause like he's kind of
Humanish.
Don't
yeah,
worry, I've
humanoid. Like,
I've made
just
my
like boxy man, I guess.
I've made my fair share of disguises in my time. You two would be a new venture, but I could try. Well, Priscilla's not here. You and Priscilla would be a new venture, but I could try. I just don't know how long it would take me.
My ears.
Yeah, Zook kind of pitches up and like I could,
Cloaks.
you know, I could just look like a child. That would work here probably.
Probably.
I mean, I hate the idea, but why
What
not?
about Eric?
Eric, you can just be yourself.
I'm good at that.
I was wondering, Eric, if we get intercepted and they question our motives, how good are you at thinking on your feet and coming up with something? Perhaps saying,
My job, man, is to keep people safe.
well,
Bodyguard.
well, perhaps not in a,
Eric become a dude, bro.
well, perhaps
I
not
don't know.
in a physical sense. Perhaps in a
Here, that's
cunning,
probably like-
thinking on your feet kind of way. Say if they say, "What are you doing here?" and you all of a sudden say, "Oh, these are my prisoners," something like that.
Well, I've bodyguarded people who weren't necessarily as A-list as they like to think, and I've gotten them into places.
Well, there you go.
I mean,
So
part
you'll
of
lead.
having a bodyguard is kind of rises your stature a little bit.
So you'll lead the charge. Great, thanks, buddy.
If you need me to, I'll do it for Priscilla.
Right. Well, I shall be.
Please, I am right there with you.
I love you guys.
I hate you.
Well, I shall be settling down. I believe you guys should be getting your
So-
rest.
Don't try the disguise thing.
We'll talk about it later when we all wake up.
Okay,
I need more information first.
gotcha.
I'm loving how I'm getting such a reaction from you guys over Eric. Just like,
I love Eric.
it's great.
Peleus just isn't going to touch that.
Does anybody else ever come into my tent during the night?
You don't know that.
Are
You're
you
asleep.
guys going to sleep now?
Now I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
about you guys?
let's do it. Let's just go sleep.
Yes.
I
Damn
spoon.
it, who's in my tent?
Two elven female soldiers kind of come in and just kind of enter go to meditate.
I'm sleeping in my armor.
Okay. They are meditating in their armor.
That's fair.
Then it doesn't look weird.
They don't seem perturbed.
It's
Oh.
They're not
it's a
like
war
going
camp.
over and being like, "What's this?"
Why are you in your armor?
Also, she's a bunny.
Yeah, I mean they were assumedly told they would be sharing their tent with
Bunny.
a bunny.
bunny.
Something fucked.
So
True.
I'm sure they're probably curious and kind of give you a glance
So-
over to see like, oh, I've never seen this.
So they don't like.
Sleeping in your armor doesn't give you it doesn't
I
give
don't
you
know.
exhaustion
It-
or anything.
I assume
No, I don't think
most,
so.
yeah.
I think it
I'm not
takes
gonna- I
away
think it
some
may,
benefits of
actually.
a rat.
Ah,
Check.
fine.
Honestly,
I don't
I'm
care.
not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna pursue that. Though.
Okay.
that's like.
It's like the same thing as like your encumbrance for gold. I'm not gonna be super strict on like, holy shit, you're carrying around 200 pounds of gold. Holy shit.
We have enough like unrealistic things as it is. Like,
Yeah.
no need to get realistic in like one tiny aspect.
No, like there's
I'm just
there's an
curious right
amount of
now.
realism you can bring to fantasy, and then
Mm.
there's an amount you just can't.
And then there's amount. It's like, why bother?
Yeah. D&D 5e has a lot of rules, but even then, like a lot of them are
They're
very
guidelines.
left. Yeah, there are a lot of left to the discretion.
They're
of myself.
optional.
I'm not gonna not make it fun for you guys.
All right, so we do
So if
our
your character wants to
rest.
sleep in their armor, they can. Maybe they just don't like nudity. They're 4 months old.
That's fair.
I doubt that's what it is, but maybe.
So they don't
But
like.
you don't know.
I
the,
don't
the,
know.
the elves don't like walk into the tent mid like Priscilla chewing through a fetus kind of thing. Nothing like that.
Do they?
No.
Yes, do they?
I mean,
Just
they
making
would have
sure.
come,
You never know.
You
I
don't
mean,
know.
were they coming in like before a time where I would have gone to sleep?
No, probably not.
Okay, then. Wait. Oh shit.
Like
Well, if
you
they
would have been
would've co-
asleep.
Oh, then I'm not in my armor.
You're asleep, and not in your armor.
If they
She
came
only
in
would've-
after I went to sleep, I would have taken my armor off.
Okay. Would they notice anything?
Do I have a blanket? Am I?
Do you have a
covered?
blanket?
A
It's up to
bedroll,
you.
like a bedroll, is
Yeah,
kind
I
of like a
assume you'd
sleeping
have a
bag,
blanket.
right? So
I mean, unless I fall out of the sleeping bag, they probably wouldn't notice anything.
I'm gonna get you to roll dex for that.
Damn it! I want to know.
Are you like a tosser when you sleep?
Turn over. Get her to
I
roll
don't
for
know,
turnover.
Do I have to roll for
Roll
that?
for it. I want to know.
Roll for rolling.
Roll for-
I mean, even
That's
if
fine.
you guys won't know.
It's true. It's fair. Never mind.
Do
I
have to
still-
roll
I still
for
want it to
rollover?
happen.
Do you want to?
Um.
Like, I'm not gonna force you to, but if you want to, then
Doesn't
by all
matter. I'm not gonna know anyway.
Yeah, it's not like Arbiter's gonna be like, she's fucked.
Or we're just gonna stand
Yeah.
up. I
And
knew
it's
it.
like
There's
they're-
always a chance.
their characters won't know,
That's the,
Unless the
but they will.
lady
know.
elves talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Well, who knows?
Well, she hasn't
Yeah.
rolled yet.
Yeah. Well,
For all you know,
this is a
Pelias
whole
knows
lot of
them.
what ifs, man.
What if
I got
Pelias
an
knows those
18
people?
for rollover. I don't know what that means.
Is
That's
that
I
good or bad?
I assume that's good. So not roll over, like.
all right.
Okay.
Fucking got him, bud.
Darn.
Didn't roll over, kids.
Well, that was pointless.
Suddenly.
We didn't get to see like her frickin' like tramp stamp. Damn it.
All right. So now that that's over,
I feel
Well, it's not
bad.
over. What happens when she wakes up?
Yeah.
Are they still there?
no, they have.
What
They
happens?
they met
Did
it for
other
arms.
people go in?
Is there anyone in the tent when she wakes up?
Is there anyone in the tent when I wake up?
I feel bad for everyone listening to the podcast who just wasted the last 3 minutes of their lives seeing if Priscilla rolled over.
It's important, man.
No.
Oh, there's no one in the town.
There's no
I
one.
rolled the exact number that wasn't gonna decide anything.
All right.
10 was like the middle, so like above or below determined something. So I'm rolling again.
Isn't 10 yes?
Ten's a yeah. It doesn't
Huh?
matter. It's
I was
Except-
using basically 10.
That's what he
like,
says.
what I use as the
Usually
That's
10 is
neutral
below
territory.
because you've got your bottom 10 and then you've got your top 10.
Oh yeah, because you go 1 to 10.
It's
and
up
then
to
you go 11
him.
to 20.
Get
Okay.
on with it.
Yeah, so there's people there when they're by that. Then yeah, there'd be
Fucking
people in
kill him.
when you wake up.
I
But
would
they're
not.
meditating.
Okay, but I wouldn't get out of my bedroll until everybody was gone. I would just lay there.
Okay, I'm gonna see how long they're gonna stay.
Fuck's
You
sake.
do this to yourself.
If
So
she's
while-
awake, then we're all awake.
While all of this is happening,
Yeah.
okay,
Having
did Peleus get
eggs.
woken up or did he wake up
No,
on his
we're
own?
woken up.
Yeah,
We're
no,
up.
he would
We're
have. You would have been woken up before that happened.
Yes.
They're there for another hour.
Okay.
Wait,
I thought
have 8 hours
I thought their
rest, we have
trance
4
only
hours
took
rest.
4 hours,
I
right?
rolled a d4.
Damn.
So yeah, you would have been told in the night that the walls weren't heavily guarded. There were people on it, but you could probably time it that you could get over if you did it reasonably fast enough.
Have they
or
seen?
in shifts.
Have any of the scouts seen the armor of the city militia?
Yeah, they would have seen the armor. What kind of?
I would ask one with a good memory to describe it to me.
They had a variety of armors.
can
Some
paint you.
seemed like they were part of an army. Some seemed like they were more like conscripted of some sort, as their armor was more shabby. It seemed like put together pelts of some sort, or hastily made cheap armor.
Okay. Would we?
Nothing elegant like our forces.
Yes, but would we have anything like that available
That I
to
can make
maybe
a
act as a disguise?
of.
Our army would not,
Oh.
unless you yourselves have something.
I
I
have
do
a
not.
disguise kit, but I don't know if that has sheepskin.
I don't
It-
think so.
that armor did not look like it would provide as much protection as our
Amazing
plates.
elven armor.
What about the ones that seem to actually belong to some kind of guard?
Their armors were, albeit a very different design than anything elvish, so nothing we would have would resemble that.
Does it look like my armor?
I mean, what does their armor look like? What kind of armor is it?
Theirs is more like your stereotypical like chest plates and stuff like that, or like
Okay.
chainmails.
Chainmail.
He's got a chest plate. I've got chainmail.
He would be the closest
Dude, I'm
one.
chainmail too.
Oh yeah, I've got chainmail.
Okay, your
I've got magic chainmail.
your chainmail's a little different. Level.
Yeah.
Yeah. You. I guess
It
your
acts
two-
differently.
Yeah,
Yes.
your twos. Your twos would. That's weird phrasing, but yeah, the two of you, your armors would be the closest.
Could I? Were you saying this in Elvish or common?
I would've been
You wouldn't have
speaking
been
common.
awake.
You're not awake
Yeah.
yet.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You
We only
trance,
sleep for
right?
4 hours,
Am I
us two.
still awake?
I
Am
was-
awake?
I'm assuming.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
you're
ask if
woken
they
up.
have any insignia. Damn it.
I wouldn't ask that. That wouldn't come to my mind.
That's fine.
Do they have any notable markings on them? Like unit markings?
Nothing that means anything to us.
All right.
But yeah, they seem to be low in manpower, so getting over the wall wouldn't have been a huge issue from what we can see. They have scouts probably going about along the wall every 30 minutes, so you'd have a good window. Depending on the size of your party, you could even go in a shift, as they don't spend a whole lot of time looking.
All right. Do you know of anything else that may be beneficial that we know?
From the sounds of things, there's 3 gates. There's a very small gate on the very western side that seems to be used mainly for kind of transporting materials from the agricultural fields. I assume perhaps that gate itself would be not very heavily guarded. Besides that, if you're looking for layouts of the city or anything like that, we've gotten a decent look from what we could see. The castle's at the very far end against the water. You'd have to get through most of the city to get there. Besides that, there's a giant, you cannot see it from here yet, but as soon as you get a couple miles further, you can see they have a giant, almost like a wall bridge crossing the entire expanse of the lake.
Like a seawall.
Almost. It is quite strange. I've never seen anything quite like it. It seems to be very hastily fashioned together over time. There seems to be some old boats a part of it. A very almost like a scrap heap built together, but there's stone a part of it. It's a very strange construction, but it's some sort of it's like part of the city and castle. It's hard to describe, honestly.
All right.
Anything
I
else?
better disguise myself.
No, I can't think of anything else.
Well, I hope you
Thank you very much for your
Yeah,
information.
No problem. I must say, I had heard from the general, the seas, the giant lake. There is patrols on that as well.
Yes, I figured as
So
much.
that may not be the best route, based on that. As from all our intelligence, they are quite good at sea.
Yes. Well, if all of the intelligence is saying that maybe a sea approach would not be the best, it may be best to try to go over the walls.
That would be my consensus from what I've seen.
Yes. Well, I thank you for your input. May I know your name? Sorry.
I have a quick question while you're doing that.
Yeah, sure.
How high are the walls? Because I missed that.
Ooh, you should ask that.
Yes. How high are the walls?
I already asked that.
I probably would have asked that first.
Oh yeah, you did.
I asked
but
that.
I never answered that.
Oh, you never answered that. Oh.
The walls are approximately feet. How
I don't know, probably 20 to 30
Think of
at the
Tristan.
minimum.
Like
Think
4
of Tristan.
Tristans? Like 5 Tristans?
like
probably 5 Tristans.
I could do it in stories.
Oh. Like, yeah, Tristans.
Story is 10 feet.
Yeah. Okay. So like
so like Tristans.
almost three stories.
So like 35
30
feet.
tall,
So like 3
Yeah.
Tristans.
Yeah.
Nah, so like 4 Tristans. 4.
5 Tristans, actually.
For those who only listen to the audio version, Tristan's really tall.
Tristan, stand up for our audio listeners.
Please. Please show them.
My name is Emerus. Emerus Ferrondel.
That's a name.
Well, thank you, Emerus. I give him a firm handshake.
Best of luck going over the wall.
Shake
Can you
hands.
roll for handshake firmness?
Dude, fuck off.
Damn, it's
You want me to?
Oh,
No.
okay.
Let's not get hung up. We're about to do a
I roll
Splinter
a
Cell
1, I just like
mission, okay?
noodle him.
It's like, no,
Just
you
like-
roll
it's
a
like-
one and you just like fall onto it.
Just
Right.
wet noodle him.
Yeah.
We're about to do a Splinter Cell mission, okay? Let's not get hung up.
Splinter Cell.
Yes. Let's not get
Why?
hang up on handshakes, okay?
Let's go,
Alright,
boys.
boys.
Oh,
Now he wants to stealth.
he's
now he
so
wants
in
to.
on it now, and it's it's gonna suck.
Splinter Cell.
All right, boys,
Why?
we got to think of how we're going to do it.
Well, we're not awake yet.
All right. Now that you've got that information, you guys would be awake.
Hey, we're awake.
If you're waking up, which I assume you do, there's people there meditating.
And they're there for an hour.
They're gonna be there for an hour.
Nobody else would like walk in
Well, no,
while
I'm-
they're meditating.
I'm going to come look for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're on like shifts. for
I'm not going
meditation.
because I know that Priscilla's ornery in
like
the morning.
there's 2 there now. I guess you
Yeah,
wouldn't have
well,
known there was 2
Yeah.
there earlier.
So you would go get her. I
Yeah,
would stay,
like-
and I have to talk to you.
10
Hello.
minutes into like you're supposed to be there, I'm coming to get you.
You were
Why do you knock on the tent flap?
No, I just
Flap, flap,
open
flap.
the door. I just
Oh,
open the
whoa.
flap.
Arbiter
Okay.
doesn't
Oh,
knock.
oh.
You just went into the women's bathroom.
Is it a
women's-
women's only tent?
yeah.
Fuck.
Well, they're fucking elves. They'll-
There's such a thing as scratching on the outside of the tent.
And calling my name.
I stand outside the tent and I say, "Permission to enter."
No.
Can I do I recognize that as Priscilla's voice?
Yeah.
You're late.
Unless you're
I'll-
talking weird.
I'll be out in a bit.
You should be out now. I'm going to be waiting for you. Right here, in this spot.
Oh my god, I love the arbiter.
You're kind of an asshole.
I'll be out when I'm out.
We are on a schedule. I'm giving you 10 minutes and then I'm coming in and I will drag you out of that bedroll.
All right.
Oh, shit.
I want you two to roll like stealth, basically, for not waking up the other 2 elves.
Ooh.
I don't give a fuck.
He doesn't,
Yeah, he's
no,
not
he's not
doing
rolling
stealthy.
stealth.
Okay, so like, yeah, I guess they'd be waking up.
Yeah.
They wake up. They wake up.
What do they say?
What do they say? I want to know.
One of them kind of stirs from their meditation, and
Who the fuck?
who's making that loud racket?
I require my companion.
Oh,
We are to be sent on a stealth mission.
Oh,
Yell it
I
louder.
will wake her. And she kind of turns.
Oh, she's awake. She just refuses to get out of the bedroll.
Well, you don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know
She
that.
just
You
refuses to leave the tent.
She refuses to leave the tent. I wish to know what is going on.
she kind of comes up.
She's not
to you.
changed, man.
She comes up to you and goes, "Are you unwell?" And I'm gonna make her roll perception because I assume she's getting pretty close to you.
Okay, I actually feel bad now. I didn't want this.
I want to know.
I wanted, but I don't want this.
I
I'm naked.
She doesn't really notice anything.
Arbiter's all fucking business.
Just say you're.
I'm just rigidly laying in the bed.
Just say you're naked.
I'm fine. I'm not used to not having any privacy.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're all women here. There's no issue.
Even Arbiter.
Arbiter's outside.
Well, she meant like in here and like.
Yeah.
Does Arbiter have a set gender designation?
No, Arbiter's just the thing.
Yeah, he's the
There you go.
thing.
Why would you be hesitant to go into the women's place then?
Because I still have a sense of honor. I know that I'm intimidating the people.
Also, the elves
a little
wouldn't know that
arrogant.
he's.
That's why I said
Male
I'm
or
giving her a
female.
set amount of time until I enter there and
I
drag
s- like
her out.
he's got no defining anatomy.
Well, you better
and
start
by that,
timing,
they would
dude.
assume that he's
No, he's been
probably
timing.
male.
Oh, no.
I've been timing.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You know, he can wait. I'm just.
I
gonna
cannot
wait.
wait.
You continue your meditation. I'll just.
Do not continue your meditation.
My God.
The other one stirs, just kind of like annoyed.
If I was here, I would.
sleep for a little
Not be
while
okay with
longer.
this.
No.
It's fine.
We are emissaries of the prince to go on a specialized mission
Hey, you
on
know,
behalf of the king.
you know that thing in improv where they say never say no?
This is role play, not improv.
Oh, the elf is like, well, if it is time for your duty, you must go.
You're an asshole,
if you need privacy to get dressed, I will look away.
Roll stealth.
Can I roll insight to make like? Does she seem really truthful about that?
Is she like
Yeah.
a dirty Dan?
You can roll insight.
But like while someone's meditating, does the other one who's meditating?
No, she's awake now.
They're all
they're
awake.
both
They're
awake
both awake now.
Will they both look away?
I like.
Ask her.
You
to
could
ask her.
ask.
Would you both look away while I'm getting dressed?
The other one kind of just like looks annoyed and kind of like shifts her like still in like meditation pose, kind of like shifts to look away.
What kind of armor do you wear?
outside. What the fuck is taking so long?
What kind of armor do you wear?
Leather.
Okay, well, it only takes like a minute. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she kind of just gives you like a comforting smile and says like, "There's no reason to be ashamed," and kind of turns around.
All right.
We're
I
all women
very,
here.
very quickly get dressed
All right.
and then go outside.
Do you leave the tent like really quickly? Because I'm standing right in front of the door.
No, after I'm
Like
dressed,
you're
I'm
gonna
fine.
fucking run into me if you leave.
No,
the door.
I'm not leaving quickly. As long as I'm dressed, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm here. Are you happy?
No.
Are you like self-conscious about your bunny tail or something? I don't know. Like, I'm really curious.
Look, man, it's a little weird when you're like, I just want to know what's under your clothes, okay? It's a little weird.
Arbiter doesn't even care about that. He's just pissed.
I'm talking about TJ.
I turn around and walk towards where the rest of the party is without even saying anything else.
So while this was going on, Peleus and I were talking.
Yes. So I would ask Zorlin to prepare like enough makeup or something.
Sure.
I'm not sure exactly how you would do it to at least make our faces look vaguely human from far away or under the cover of darkness.
Sure.
Okay.
How long would it take me to do that?
Roll for.
Wait, is he doing this to everyone's faces? I don't want him to touch my face with his makeup.
It will have to.
Nope.
You're not here yet. We'll save that conversation for when you're here.
All right. So you're doing
If
Peleus.
you say no, I won't, but we'll see.
You're doing Peleus and Arrington.
Yeah, Peleus and Arrington. I'm gonna see. What's the? Can I have? Sorry, I need that again. I need to see what role I make.
I assume like you're letting them, Tristan, or
It's a
I
performance,
don't
isn't it?
know. Are you
I
gonna
thought
have
it
to
would be like
shave
a
my
charisma.
like
Arrington,
face?
don't worry. You're gonna look like you haven't shaved in a while. Okay, just let me work my magic. Let me work my magic.
You know, on the topic of shaving,
What?
What?
Kareem, shave your fucking face.
no, you could shave his face.
Yeah, that's what we were
No,
just.
He doesn't want me to.
Why not?
Owen.
Why'd you say that and then wink at him?
No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
He literally just said the words wink.
Yeah, I can see you winking.
Arrington, you didn't get enough sleep.
Zook
Alright.
winks at Zook winks to Zorlin.
Damn it, where's
Oh,
the
God.
Performance.
There it is.
Yeah.
It
disguise?
does not say.
Go under ability, unless Evan. I would assume it's performance. It's up to you,
probably
though.
performance, but I can add my proficiency bonus to it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you are proficient with
Yeah.
disguise kits.
I was gonna say like roll for disguise kit because you're proficient with it too.
Yeah.
But I'll let you roll your performance for it.
I'm good at that. I'm good at that, so that'll be
This
okay.
is more of a performing disguise kit.
Peleus, I'll start with you because you're the easiest.
Yeah, I mean, really, all you would need to do is
I'll do
Yeah.
myself afterwards because
really. Honestly, like you're really rolling Farrington.
yeah, I mean I'm also gonna do myself, and I'm a scaly dragon, so
yeah. Okay.
because I don't want them to know I'm a dragonborn because they fucking hate me.
All right. Do so roll once for you and roll once for Farrington.
No, I'm doing Peleus first.
Okay. Well, you don't have to roll for Peleus.
Oh.
He's an elf.
yeah, just put like a cap on me so I can hide the tips of my ears and
Just cut them off.
Like,
don't.
you don't need to do magic for like you don't need to do any makeup. Sorry for
15 for Arrington.
Farrington. He looks like a caveman.
You look.
At least the
than
word man
cat.
is in there.
Arrington, you look rugged.
Thanks.
I want to see what you do for
You have a
yourself.
beard?
All right. I think I'm gonna try and make it so like look like the ridges of like my face and scales kind of like
Cheekbones.
look like a beard and kind of try and like make up it that
Nice.
way. It is not gonna work
Well,
well,
I mean,
but we will try.
If you have a disguise kit, you should have a fake beard.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well,
but I'm
yeah,
gonna like just
Why
move
not
it along
just
the
turn
ridges.
it into wrinkles? You could be an old man.
No, I want the beard.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Could be an old man with a
Alright.
beard.
So I'm gonna roll for beard and like peach colored skin.
Okay, you're bronze, right? So
Yeah.
Just look really tan.
Just look-
I'll
Like a
be
tanned
really
dude,
tan.
yeah.
okay.
I'll be like, hey, what's up, bros?
You could
Garrick's
just have
Fall, yeah,
brown
gonna-
skin,
gonna just
like
catch some
some
sick
humans
waves.
do.
That's racist.
I don't know what they're. Okay,
That's
what's
true.
the dominant color of humans here?
all of them.
Okay, gray.
So just have
You just look-
brown skin.
You just look
Well,
super tan.
copper is kind of brown. Yeah, I'll be brown.
Jesus Christ.
Just roll for
that.
disguise, please.
What?
Like,
I like the
You
realize
were
that
giving me shit, and then I said I'll be brown, and you're like, oh my god.
What?
Ryan, you don't even want to know
I want to know, Ryan,
It's-
what?
I'll tell you later. It doesn't have to do with this.
at all.
Like, at all.
But I
Yeah, I'll tell you.
okay.
17.
Kareem's gonna like it more than you.
it's passable from a distance.
Nice. So like
If you were looked at from the side, though,
beard.
no. Clearly, something's wrong. With
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
but what we need is something passable in the dark and from
Yeah,
afar.
yeah.
Yeah.
You. Yeah, and
Yeah.
from up front.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll wait for our. So now that I've done Peleus, myself, and Arrington.
Like you look
I
like a
probably
hunchback
would have
from the
gotten
side.
here at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, so I'm
Arbiter's
just
in
like-
here.
okay, so you just see me like working on them, and I'll be like, all right, who's next?
Not me.
Priscilla. Well, yes, you will be next. Priscilla. Absolutely no offense, but you kind of stick out.
You no.
I mean, I
No.
would never touch a lady
No.
without her permission.
Zorlin, she said no. This is Eric.
Chris, is this going to be an issue?
Eric. I love Eric.
I mean,
I do not want other people touching my face.
No,
Eric-
that's very understandable, but we all need disguises.
Eric pulls out a traveling cloak from his pouch and says, "We can use this."
but what if someone spots us?
Then we'll be spotted.
That's
Yes, but
true.
I hope to be able to at least attempt deception.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If they
Well-
spot us, we don't immediately want to be like, "Oh, she has bunny ears."
That's why we use the cloak.
I mean, yes, but the cloak doesn't work.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
That's true. Wait, you said your ears didn't bend back though.
That is correct.
Maybe
we'll
you
just
should
be like
stay
a
back
cloak
at camp.
up here.
That's why I said
You're
KKK
like
member.
the most
What's
mutated
that?
humans in history.
Priscilla, maybe you should
We're
stay back at
Chernobyl
camp
survivors.
if you cannot be as inconspicuous.
Well, then how will I protect you guys?
Dragon survivors.
I mean, we are all quite good at this kind of thing, and if we do our job correctly, we won't even need protecting.
But no, she's a member. She's a member of
I
our
don't know
council.
about
We
you.
need everyone we can gas.
I agree with him.
We just need to make sure you go unnoticed, and it doesn't have to be me. I could get one of the other one of the other elves.
She's not comfortable with the other elves. I've learned this the hard way.
Are you at all good at doing your own disguise?
Absolutely.
Do you
All
want
right,
me
well
to
then do
show
that.
you how to apply it to your face? Oh yeah, shit. Sorry.
I know how to do it. I'm proficient with a disguise.
Oh, you
kit.
are?
Oh, well, there you go.
Perfect. Why didn't you say that first?
I can very easily make my face look human, yes?
Perfect.
All right.
Why
I'm
didn't you say
going-
that first?
Okay,
You
well,
didn't ask.
now there's a dude.
Like, I don't you have to roll for it, right? I can
Yeah,
just-
I'd get you to describe to me what you do, though.
I had to roll for it.
Wait, you mean
I
like
had
out
to
loud
roll
right
for
now?
it.
There's a reason why she doesn't have to.
Oh.
Come on, do it right now.
Yeah, explain.
You're going to
You're-
you're going to transform your face.
You're
right in front of us?
proficient in disguise.
How do you change your bunny looks? We'll go off of that.
Yeah, go off of that, huh?
Unless you don't want them to know how you transform.
I
your
wouldn't
bunny.
do it in front of them.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Come on, put on the disguise.
I'll go do it in private.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you actually want me to tell you?
I just want to know
like,
how
no.
convincing
If our
it's gonna
characters don't
be.
see it, then we don't see it.
I'm just.
You can like text me it.
If our characters don't see it, then we don't see it.
I mean, if I said it, would you guys metagame?
I mean,
Probably,
eventually
so
this
don't
is
tell
going to
me.
get it's already suspicious.
It's already fucking.
I'm
suspicious, bud.
respecting the
Well,
ladies.
the only
wishes.
one it should be really, really suspicious to is the arbiter at this point. The rest of you have known she just likes her privacy. At
Well,
this
it's like
point,
I'm not questioning her. I will not invade on her privacy. And also, I want Eric to take that fucking thing back. I'm a fucking gentleman. I'll beat his ass.
the cloak.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, if she doesn't want you to touch her face, just stop. And I'm like, fuck you, man.
Did you say that to him?
In a nicer way. Just really mad.
How do you say it?
I say, hey, Eric, don't misconstrue what I was trying to do. I'm just trying to not endanger the mission.
I'm trying to help. Be the
Trying be the
mediator.
key word.
You're trying to get some, buddy.
What he said.
That's not. I don't know if that's what
Arbiter has great wisdom.
I didn't actually say
Damn
that.
it.
All right, I texted you.
This is going off the rails. Oh, cake for me? No. Oh, fuck you.
Okay, I just have one question about that.
Cake for Serena
All right.
that I'm eating.
Betting.
I said the question I have about that. I'll put our conversation.
Tristan, by the way, there's cake in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
I'll edit
Yeah.
the conversation
Oh,
into
thank you.
this.
Yeah, I am because the cloak will hide the ears. Like,
Okay.
You gotta
I
do my
would need
makeup
the
already.
cloak
Need a
anyway.
pew.
Oh, yeah. Can I do Arbiter's makeup?
Okay. So she comes back looking like a human.
All right. Well, that's very good.
The most convincing human out of everyone.
Wow, you're better than me, I must say.
More convincing than Pelly's?
Yep.
Oh.
Priscilla, how did you do
Peleus
that?
looks too good. Kind of thing. Like he looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
a noble human.
Oh, well, I know how to work my magic. What can I say?
Well, it's because he's an elf.
Well, yes, I just hid the ears a little bit.
Like
and,
humans look a little rougher.
made him
an
look a
elf
little
do.
rougher, like he could maybe shank you in a bar fight kind of thing.
Throw some dirt on his face.
Yeah.
so
That's
we
good.
make him look like DJ?
Yes.
Okay.
I just
So, yeah.
widen his nose a little bit.
And
Do
then
me.
you
Punch
do
him in the
arbiter.
nose.
All right, I'm doing Barbiter.
Yeah, barber. You make him look like a barber.
18.
Can I look like Tom Hardy from the upcoming Splinter Cell movie starring Tom Hardy?
Can he look like Tom Hardy from the upcoming Splinter Cell movie starring Tom Hardy?
He looks like a really blocky human.
So Tom Hardy.
That's what I was excited.
I know.
Like he almost looks like a monster of a man.
By the way, just one quick detail.
Like Andre the Giant kind of shit. Like.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes. And he's got the fro too, I bet. One quick question. Wait, have you seen There Will Be Blood?
No.
Damn it, you don't know who Daniel Day-Lewis is. That's the kind of beard
All
I
right,
wanted.
can we like focus?
Let's go. You need to get over well, boys.
All right, fine. I have an Abe Lincoln beard.
All right. So you guys all
I just need a
basically
beard.
one of the generals comes in, followed by Immoral. And he
Does
says-
he recognize us?
Yeah.
He knows you guys are in here.
He'll be like, "Who are you? What did you do with my council?"
Okay, yeah. So Immoral comes in and goes like, "Where'd they go? What are humans doing here?" Like,
Don't
"Hi,
worry."
guys."
Oh man,
Dude, we're gonna get murdered.
I thought that was gonna work.
We hope that this disguise will be good enough under cover of darkness.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
It is quite good.
Yes.
I mean, wow, Priscilla, very well done. Arbiter. Yes. You, I mean. Zorlin,
All right, I'm just gonna
Zorlin-
go.
Zorlin, it's a bit expected of yourself and Lemiao to look perhaps not as human-like. I mean, it is quite difficult. You did a very good job considering what you had to work with.
I just don't want to get killed because I look like a dragon. That's all, really.
Well, the general here is going to take you to the outskirts and supply you with some horses to make yourselves to the wall. A scout will also be going with you. I believe Peleus, you met the scout earlier.
Yes.
He will be accompanying you to the wall and kind of be your eyes and ears for getting you over the wall.
Yes, he seems like a very competent fellow.
Peleus never getting noticed by Senpai.
Okay, let's go, boys.
Let's go.
All right.
I was
so
literally the only one he didn't fucking
he
mention.
Let's
What?
go climb this motherfucking wall, boys.
Let's do it.
He
We
kind
need
of-
grappling hooks.
We also need to wait until night.
We do.
It is night.
It is
It
nighttime
is
now.
nighttime.
Oh.
We went to bed at supper.
Yeah. To wake up at night.
Do we get like
Oh.
sick grappling hooks?
Yeah. So the general's got like a this cool ornate box, and he opens that up and shows you the grappling hooks. There's about 4 or 5. in
I
there.
grab one.
Whoa.
You can take the box.
I take the box. I just like take the box and look
I,
at him funny.
I grab a grappling hook.
Okay.
Wait. Do I see any fabric around me? Wait, I would probably
You're
have
in
some.
a tent.
I would probably have some in my disguise kit.
Yes.
I have.
Can I put on a bandana?
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
How? Wait. Okay.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun. dun
I
dun,
have 10 pittons, which are small spikes used for climbing.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Is there any way that I could
I have 5
use
candles.
my blacksmithing tools to make those into a circular shape, more of a cinch, that we could slide up the ropes to make them easier to climb?
Yeah.
Cool. I would like to do so.
So you guys, once he's given you guys the grappling hooks, he gives you some spare rope as well.
Let's go through these fucking
Sorry, my
walls.
foot's cramping.
That's
So-
okay. I retcon it. I look like Solid Snake with my disguise.
Oh my god.
So, I have a question about the walls. What are they made of? Like stone walls?
Stone.
They're made out
Almost
of wall?
Like a brickish.
Well, I
a
was
brickish
just
stone.
wondering.
I mean, I didn't want to be hammering things into the wall, but if it's something that like can close around the rope and be slid up to make
Yep.
it easier to climb, that would be better.
Yeah. So you guys are taken to kind of the outskirts of the castle, and there's a horse for all of you there.
Yeah.
Horses.
Yeah, I would quickly hand out the cinches. I'd say like they're a little makeshift, but I believe that these might be able to help us climb up the walls.
Okay.
And, yeah, so everyone gets on a horse. These do not have saddles.
Oh.
They're
Riding
all
bareback.
horses.
Will
Yep.
Arbiter kill the horse?
No.
How heavy are you?
I'm like 350 pounds.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
With no saddle.
I'm gonna use a spell here. I'm gonna use fucking
Fine steed.
find steed.
Out of boy.
Oh,
It's
nice.
a paladin spell.
I'm
Whoa.
gonna get a giant horse.
Okay, he gets a
Ooh.
horse
Whoa,
that
whoa,
could
whoa.
carry.
Is this
Here.
like a robo steed?
No.
Do you want it to be?
Yeah,
It
Oh my
can.
god.
This is amazing. Yeah.
it's an arbiter horse.
But I mean,
Dude.
wouldn't the robo horses need to exist for him to find one?
Yeah, you can
For all
only
you know,
find
the
steed,
mechanist
not
made
create
robo
a
horses.
steed.
This
I
is just a
assume he
magical
basically
summoning.
No,
of
you
one.
don't summon it.
basically
You
summon
find
it.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
letting him.
Okay.
Okay.
He's
All
the
right.
arbiter.
All right.
Sure.
He's not gonna find a normal horse that could carry him.
Dude, war horses are in the player's
Dude,
handbook.
robot horse.
Fine, robot horse, robot horse.
War for fucking huge, man. He looks
Dude,
like
war
Andre the
horses
Giant.
are like to be able to carry like
find
Goliaths.
Find me a horse that can carry Andre the Giant.
Probably could actually.
Yeah, like a fucking.
Anyway,
Clydesdale.
we've got a horse.
Shut up. The DM has already said.
We've
I
got a
have
horse.
spoken.
Dude,
Robo horse.
All right, so you basically summon this robo
I look
horse,
at Artificer and wink.
and you guys take
nice,
off.
Nice digs.
Check out my
Immoral
sticker.
kind of gives you like a parting wave and says like, "Best of luck. I hope to see you all here soon."
You didn't describe the robo horse.
This robo horse is basically kind of the same materials as the Arbiter, kind of this wood and stone with like these well, it's like wood and metal, sorry.
Yeah.
Like these like contours,
Okay.
and it just
It's a horse.
Does it have hydraulics?
yeah, like this thing. This thing's pretty steampunk looking. In like
It's got a kicking fucking it's got a kicking sound system too and a NOS package.
Oh man, does it come with its own pink slip? Anyway,
He
let's
doesn't even
moving
have to
on.
like lift his leg up and climb up the horse. It just like
Lowers.
Anyway,
yeah. So you guys take off after the prince kind of wishes you good luck,
nobody reacts to this.
and the
Everyone's just like, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, cool, robo horse.
and you guys kind of take off. These horses are surprisingly fast, especially bareback, and their control and their everything just seems very impressive because these, for all intents and purposes, look like wild horses.
Whoa.
And you guys are taking these, traveling at a much faster pace than you would have thought. You kind of wrap around. Let's go back to the map.
Zimep.
Zoom out. So you guys kind of wrap around this way. So like the camp was like around here. So you guys wrap around this way. Still kind of making very good pace. It's still probably about like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. now. As you guys are making your way up this way. Kind of whenever you get close to here,
slow down a bit.
you guys kind of slow down the pace a bit. The scout makes sure you slow down the pace a bit, and you take a bit of a wide berth. Whenever you get to about this area, you guys can notice the entire kind of area here, seeing like the couple villages here. There's still lights on in the village here. It seems pretty empty though. Yep.
What's the gray mark across the water?
This here is that kind of makeshift like seawall kind of thing. So looking at this is like this. Looking at this from here, you can see lights lit among it,
Okay.
and it seems it's almost like a barge that was kind of like brought here because it's made of like all these like old sea ships kind of in parts, and like there's old like boat parts in it, and there's like metal parts and some stone and stuff. Like it looks really like makeshift and put together.
Is it does it act as a dam that provides all the city's power?
They don't have hydroelectrics.
No, it seems more of like as if it's part of the city. Kind of like there's people walking along it on different levels and stuff. You can see like lights in the distance moving.
Let's keep going, boys.
I have a question for
I'm sorry.
just to get knowledge of how big it is. What's the distance between the top left one and like the bottom one? Like no, down. It's that one and down. That one.
Here?
What's the distance of that road, basically?
This road?
Yeah.
It's a good like 10 miles.
10 miles.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But you guys are
big
making
city.
distance
Alright.
on these horses.
big city. Further?
Probably get you into the city.
If we make it over the wall.
Yeah,
Gosh.
there's no guarantee there.
Let's do it.
Yes, if everything goes without a
Wait,
cinch.
where are we leaving the horses while we're going over the wall?
Don't
You
worry.
have
I don't
you
have to
a
worry
guy
about
with you.
that.
Oh, we have a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a
Awesome.
guy.
We have an elf guy.
Unless the guy and the horses get eaten by harpies, but probably not.
Yeah. So by the time you guys make it to the wall about over here, somewhere along the wall here, it's starting to get towards dusk. You can see on the horizon lights starting to kind of break, but not to the point where things
I'm sorry,
are
did
still
you just
visible.
say dusk?
Sorry,
Dawn.
Dawn.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh,
Thank you for catching that.
Wait,
It's all
I
'cause
thought
you
we
didn't
were
get out of
going
bed.
at night.
It took you a while to travel here.
And she
Oh,
didn't get
okay.
out of bed, remember?
That's not what. Never mind.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to get here while it was still dark.
Yeah, so you guys, he kind of says like he kind of backs away, and he's like, "I'll raise my arm when you're good to go," kind of thing. So he brings all the horses and kind of goes away, and then kind of raises his arm, and he's. You guys can throw your grappling hooks up.
Arbiter fucking hucks this thing.
All right, so everyone who's throwing a grappling hook, 'cause there is 5 of them.
Did we wait and see if there was any kind of a watch coming along first?
That's what he's doing.
Oh,
He's
okay.
doing that.
Good.
That's why his arms
That's a
up.
high
Yeah.
wall.
Arbiter, would you be able to throw my grappling hook for me, please?
I've already thrown mine.
Roll, you gotta
Can I two-hand? Just
roll. You're gonna roll athletics to throw them.
Yeah,
Up.
I can probably throw my own. Let me try.
I
I
have
don't know,
plus
35
0.
feet's
That's
pretty high.
that's a 25 for athletics.
My God.
You will
Arbiter,
launch
may you
it up.
throw
No,
my
I'm
grappling
throwing
hook
I'm
for
throwing both of them. I'm like just
Okay.
fucking with them.
That's a nat 20.
At 20, so you throw yours up, no problem.
All
hear
right, you
this
know what? Let's
steady-
let's join.
Steady clink.
That's a 17.
Yeah, yours makes it up.
Nat 1.
Please tell me it lands on his head.
You throw yours up, and then you realize that you're tangled in it, so you trip over, and the trajectory of it just goes haywire as you fall.
I look around to see if anyone
And
saw
it
that.
just, like, falls to the ground like 15, probably like 50, how long are these? Like 15 feet away with a little thunk.
Did anyone see
You see
that?
We
Arbiter
were all
just
looking.
staring at you.
Let me try it. Can I try again?
No, I walk over and pick it up and say, "Get your legs out of the rope." And
No,
then
I can do it. I can
I-
do it.
throw it with an incredible force.
Let me do
of-
it.
20, not natural.
Let me
Okay.
do
Did
it.
you get
Do
your
you
legs
throw
out
it
of the
while his
rope?
legs
I
are on the
throw,
rope?
I throw it while he's still in it.
You didn't even let me get out.
He did
Throw
say,
it
"Get
up.
your legs out of the rope."
You said get your legs out, and then you're like, I throw it. You didn't
You
even
throw
let
it up,
me.
and it goes, but there's not enough rope to reach all the way up, so it just kind of like goes all the way up, and then like gets like goes straight.
I said, "Get out of the rope."
It gets all and then it just falls back down on top of the.
I could do this myself. Thank you very much.
I would like to
I
start
love
climbing
how
up.
stealthy
I just
we're
start
being.
climbing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
After
gonna
that.
roll again.
I will also start
Have
climbing.
you rolled yet?
Yeah,
He
I
got like a
made it.
17.
Dude, we all made it.
Fuck!
Everyone who's climbing roll athletics.
No,
roll acrobatics instead? Acrobatics?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I have a question.
Better.
For you.
19.
You make it.
I got a 21 for acrobatics.
It's a 25 for athletics.
I have a question for
It's
you.
a solid
So,
18 for acrobatics.
Since these walls are stone, can I use molder to make like little footholds for myself as I'm walking up?
I did give
as
you
I'm
cinches
climbing
as
up.
well.
Yeah,
Kitten
but
cinches.
He needs all the help he
I
can get.
I
Look
just
at him,
I
look
just
at
rather have footholds if
You
I
need to
can.
actually have a climbing
you
speed,
get
right?
advantage if you have the.
I do.
footholds.
All right. Can I?
Yeah, you're a
did.
fucking cat.
Yeah,
You have a
so
climbing speed. We don't.
Yeah.
Did you roll yet?
You're
man?
good to go, my friend.
Kareem, did you make it?
I mean,
Yeah,
does he
I
even
made
need
it.
to
I
roll
made
to
it.
climb
yeah,
it?
I don't think
If you have a
I'm the
climbing speed,
most likely
Yeah, he's
one
fine.
to succeed.
I got a 15 for
You have like
acrobatics.
sharp claws that can dig into
Yeah.
the rope. You're good to go.
Okay.
yeah, I know. I like footholds.
Jesus.
He's not
So
a
what you're
very
saying
adventurous
is
cat.
that A. Lemieux is a pussy.
A pussycat, yeah.
Wow, are you saying that female genitalia is like inferior to male genitalia?
No, actually,
Moving
pussy is
on.
the shortened form of pusillanimous, which means weak or cowardly.
Okay, so
Did you hear that shit?
The
It's
more
true.
you know.
I mean, that's what I was meaning.
Zorlin, Zook is climbing up after Priscilla, just as probably the less weight on the rope, and he's going. He climbs up no problem, very very nimbly.
What about Eric with 2 C's?
And then Eric with 2 C's turn.
Die.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, Kareem.
He has a hard time kind of getting his cinch going at first.
If I was the first one to get up, I would be helping other people up.
Up.
Would you help Eric with 2 C's?
Yeah, I don't
But
have any
Eric-
problem with him.
Eric, once he just had a hard time getting the cinches the first time. He kind of got up a couple of feet and then slid back down. But then once he kind of got the cinches going, he climbs up no problem.
Just gotta get it
Does
going.
he look fantastic?
That's a
Oh.
24. So
Kevin Costner, hair in the wind.
So you guys
dances
can
with
all-
wolves.
You guys can all keep your climbing cinches if you need them.
Every time he
Awesome.
goes to reach up, like
So
his
everybody has
shirt
like 2 climbing cinches.
Yeah.
pulls
Yeah.
up a bit,
So
shows
everyone-
ripped
Oh no.
abs.
Oh.
so everyone gets up to the top of the wall. You
Is
guys
Owen
kind of,
falling
as you
apart?
guys get up there, you do see on the
In
wall
lust.
farther down, like someone heading your way with a torch. He's
Oh, shit.
feet like a good 20, 30 feet away, so he's getting close.
You know what?
Does anyone have a crossbow?
Well, we could just rappel down the other side.
Or just shoot him.
And then
Or
This
you
is
could
an
not.
infiltration stealth mission.
Yeah, stealth. Make sure that nobody sees you. No witnesses if they're not alive.
he's getting closer.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
let's
down
go.
the
Let's
other
go.
side.
We repel.
I'm pulling the
We're
rope
going
to the other side and rappelling down.
Okay.
We're going down.
Is the rope like is the hook like visible?
Most grappling hooks are designed that you can disengage them.
Yeah,
Like
you
if
could.
he's walking by it, will he notice there's a grappling hook in the side
Yes,
of the wall?
he will notice
Fuck.
the grappling hook if you leave it.
Yeah. So as soon as I get down, I
Yeah.
disengage it.
I would as
Yeah,
well.
but it's gonna take. He's gonna get there by the time we get down.
Not
How do you know that?
No, it's a 30-foot drop. You can very quickly.
He's probably
It's a
gonna get there if you
20-foot
guys
walk.
don't do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm
that's-
down there already.
Okay.
If you
Yeah.
don't make me roll
me
for
There's
it.
too.
still people who aren't all the way up, right?
No, everyone's
No,
up.
everyone's
up.
Yeah.
We're going down. Go.
We go. We go.
Okay. As you guys disengage, you see the figure kind of getting to about where you guys were, and he kind of pauses.
I press myself
I'm
against the
still
wall.
up there.
I do that.
You're
too.
still up there.
What?
Well,
What the fuck?
Why?
Why did
with
you
you?
stay up
Why
there?
did you not go?
We said we were going. We all went.
Everybody else goes. You're just
Everyone
gonna
went,
stay
and
there.
you're just like, dude.
Am I still up there?
No.
Ryan, everybody else was going, and you just
Why
stood
would
there,
you? Would
is what
Arbiter
you're saying.
really just think it's smart to just? I'm gonna stand here while everyone's going
Well,
down.
you see, Arbiter would murder that guy.
That's not lawful.
Like honestly,
No,
if
it's
you
up to you,
saw
it's your character,
everybody
it's
else
your
going
character.
down, would you go down?
It's his character. He
Yeah,
could
I
do it.
start going down. I
Okay.
guess I don't know.
Well, he's-
But that guy's following
he
the law.
sees
Why
you
would you
going
kill
down.
him?
What?
He sees you going down now.
Because
Fuck.
you waited too long.
You
So
hesitated.
wait, did I go down or did I not go down?
You hesitated.
You have
Yeah.
to say this right away, man.
He sees you going down, and he pulls his sword.
How far down am I?
You're about halfway down, and he
anyone have a
cuts
crossbow?
So that you fall about halfway. That's 15 feet. So
Is there another? Is there other ropes still up?
Did you guys leave your?
I would have disengaged
Yeah.
mine.
Would
One
have
of my I
disengaged
think
it.
I didn't say I disengaged mine.
I'm gonna make a grab for his.
Okay, roll.
Why?
Can I-
Gonna be
wait.
Acrobatics.
So
Can
I
I
don't fucking
cast-
fall 15 fucking feet.
Fair. That's only 1d6.
Make an acrobatics to grab the other one.
Oh my god.
That or sleight of hand, whichever's your better.
While all of this is happening, I say to everybody,
17?
prepare for
Yeah, you
silent
grab it.
combat.
I
Wait,
take out a
can I-
dagger.
I can hold him there while we.
Wait a minute.
Can you silence him?
Wait.
I can cast hold person. That would silence him, right?
Yeah, it makes
He'd
him
be
not
stuck
talk.
not to move.
What's the range on?
We'll do it.
Do you do it? 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
I
starting
would
to
do
move.
that.
Okay,
What's the
you do
range
that?
on hold person though?
60 feet.
Yeah, you're
so
good.
he pauses. How long does that last?
Well, he has to make a save.
Save. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Sorry.
It's a wisdom save.
The reason
Oh.
I thought that there were still people climbing up, so I wasn't gonna leave people
No.
behind.
No.
And it's a 13. The save is a 13.
Damn it.
Okay, 1 second here. I need to get some stats arenas.
You gotta be quick. You gotta be
Gotta be-
decisive.
We're like it happens in real time. While I was arguing, like, oh, we should just drop this guy. and
That's
then he's
also
like, we
why
gotta
you
go.
guys got there later. Is because you guys took time.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm pretty lenient with everything, but there's
Hmm.
got to be a sense of danger.
No, that's fair. That's honestly fair. It's just we gotta be paying attention.
We gotta have plans ready for if this shit happens.
I was said drop the fool, but no.
There wasn't a need to had everybody gone down quickly.
But
I thought there was
Someone.
still someone on the other side. I thought someone was
Who?
still coming. Cause
So that
Evan
was
said
a
Eric
wisdom,
had a hard
right?
time climbing.
Yeah, but then he said he gets up fine.
Oh yeah, he rolled like a 24 to get up.
Oh shit.
I thought you were about to say this guy rolled a 24 against mine. Fucking hold person. I was
Yeah.
like,
So is he
fuck.
held
So it-
or?
He rolled 12.
ooh,
Yeah.
Okay, so he's
Fuck
held.
that guy.
Okay.
Arbiter, fuck him up. Fuck him
I
up.
have to fuck him up now.
No, you don't. We
I'm not
No, you
gonna
don't.
kill
Do
him.
it.
I'm gonna fuck him up.
No,
Knock
so
him
you
out.
just go away.
You're
Knock
now
him out.
15 feet holding onto this rope. What do you do?
How long is he held?
As long as she
How
keeps
long
holding
does
him,
it
he has to keep making a
Reroll
saving
Every
throw.
6 seconds.
All right,
Every
so
6
you have-
seconds.
Yeah,
You have 6 seconds.
to.
I've got to knock him out.
Should
guys,
we-
I'm sorry.
Alright, so you climb up?
I whisper to
You might
Arbiter
not
as much as I
necessarily
can.
knock him out
I
in
say,
one hit.
knock him out.
That's okay. I can fucking drag this. out.
Doesn't he get to make a check every time he gets hit as
That's
well?
also
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you.
Is it every time
But
he
he
gets hit?
decided to climb
Yep.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's.
Like honestly, it
Jesus
might not.
Christ.
It might not be the best option, but it's what Arbiter would do.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you just
that's
let
fair.
him
Oh,
go, he's gonna notify everybody
Yeah,
else.
I know. That's the thing. Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
Yeah. So you get to roll an attack on him.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be using my quarterstaff, fucking two-handed.
Okay.
Try to shove him off.
non-lethal damage.
You know, you can say you do non-lethal with your greatsword, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just like hit him in the head with a handle or something, right?
Yeah. So you
You know, that's what I've been saying this whole time.
That's 25 to hit.
You hit him. Roll your damage.
for what?
And
Two-handed quarter.
Oh yeah,
And-
D8.
D8 for
D8.
two-handed, yeah.
and since he's paralyzed, isn't that an automatic crit?
No.
As well?
It's
It's
a-
not paralyzed.
he's not paralyzed. He's just held.
Is this a surprise attack?
I don't know if it's.
No, he knew you were coming. He just
Let me
held.
look.
But
Just one moment.
I guess we didn't roll initiative.
Just one moment here. Let me
No,
look
we
up
didn't.
whole person.
How much damage you do?
We're probably going to have to after this. So this is surprise
Probably.
round.
No, his classification is paralyzed, so you
What
should have a
happened?
crit.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so-
Yeah,
Is that
a
so auto
crit?
crit.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Does it say auto crit for paralyzed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
does.
Yeah,
Nice.
you've
If
got it
it's
right
auto
there.
You've
crit,
got it
then
right in
that's
front of you.
24 bludgeoning damage.
24.
Evan, you've got it in front of you. What does it say?
I don't have it in front of me.
It should be
I have it in
there.
front of me.
Does it say?
Oh, I have the. I
Well,
have the
you still
whole
need to
person.
roll for damage on a crit.
Because
I
I don't
that's
know.
what he did.
did.
Oh, okay.
That's like the second thing I did.
Paralyzed.
We looked this up in the book for Ahmed's session.
Okay.
Guys,
I-
remember?
Yeah, it
I
was
just-
a crit. It was a crit.
Okay.
It's an automatic crit. If
Okay.
you hit, then it's crit damage.
And I'm pretty sure you get advantage on the hit.
Yeah, attack
Yeah.
rolls have advantage.
Do they automatically crit?
It says in the PHB that they do.
This says
We
attack-
checked it last time.
That wasn't that stunned.
That I don't think that was
No,
paralyzed.
so if you hit
It
him, it's an
was.
automatic critical. hit.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
So
There you
that's
There we go.
Did I say
There we go.
24?
You said
Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
I said 24 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
Non-lethal.
Is he unconscious?
He's not bloody.
Sorry, I didn't mean to rules lawyer. I
Whoa.
just I
Fuck's
think
sake.
I mean,
Dude's tough AF.
I didn't want to rules lawyer. It's
He's a
just
city
giving
guard.
away a auto crit is. You got to make sure that's right.
I would've
No, it
tried-
says that on there.
No, I know,
tried
I
to
know.
push
Yeah, we
him.
know. That's right.
Like
You have
checked
a shove
last time.
action.
I just want to
And
be sure.
So
how
does
close is
he?
he to the ledge?
Fuck.
He's in between. Like you just climbed up.
You don't
He's
How
right there.
physically close, like in feet, is he to the ledge?
Probably 5.
Yeah, you can shove him 5 feet. And also, just because he attacked him doesn't mean he gets another roll. It's just at the end of every turn that he gets a roll to
Yeah,
break out of the
I
whole
know.
person. Yeah,
So you could technically.
you could try to shove him off.
I'm gonna shove him off the other side.
Yeah,
Outside the wall.
Yeah, outside the wall.
Okay.
Is that-
What's shove attack?
it's just
roll.
it's an attack roll. It's just to shove him
Okay.
5 feet.
Wow, what
It's
a
like an
surprise.
athletics
This-
check.
This
Kinda
stealth
like a
mission
grapple?
has immediately gone to shit.
It's 18 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, you just push
He
him
does
off.
have a -1 to stealth.
Yeah,
You so you
That
shove
wasn't
him
the
off.
problem.
there wasn't.
So he takes.
All right, I'll.
Whoa,
Isn't
whoa.
Isn't it 1d6 every
For
10
every
feet?
10
Yes.
feet, so that'd be 3d6.
Sick.
He makes a grab
Did you-
for the
wait, but
wall as he goes over.
No,
But he
he's
misses.
paralyzed.
Yeah, he's still
Oh,
under held
he's
person.
paralyzed.
Well, wouldn't he unparalyze if he's moving?
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay,
Not if
I
someone-
thought
He
that's
would
how-
just
Not if
tumble.
he's shoved.
Also,
I thought
wouldn't he
that's how a
take
whole
critical
person
shove
works.
damage?
No.
You
You
can
know,
move someone while
no.
they're in hold person. They
Oh yeah,
start
would he
moving.
take critical shove damage?
No,
it's
There's
just-
no damage for shove.
No, fall.
There's a di- like,
Would he take
Evan.
critical falling
Yeah.
damage?
Evan, he's
Probably
just
not.
paralyzed, right? Like his body. It's not that he's affixed to where he is.
Oh, I just thought hold person affixed him to where.
No,
they
it
were.
just means they're paralyzed.
Okay.
Tristan wants to say something.
Yo, I got a question. Which way did you shove him at? Towards us or towards the inside of the
way.
wall?
Other
The
way.
outside
Towards
of
the
the
inside of the
wall.
wall?
Wow.
Like
Like where
towards
we came
us.
from.
Towards
Yeah.
us.
On the inside.
Cool.
You're
of
on
the
the
wall.
inside of the
Oh
wall.
yeah.
Ryan, what if he
No, we
survives?
all dropped down.
What if he
Yeah, to
survives?
the inside.
I thought we all dropped down on the outside.
Why
No, we
would we
already
do
shoved
that?
Yeah.
Because the dude was coming, we didn't get the grappling hooks off yet.
Yeah, we
I'm
did.
No, we did.
confused.
Anyway, so he
You
gets
know what?
shoved.
I was going
He
probably
falls.
feather fall and
Oh, yeah.
say
There's no
dude,
way
but
that he can
fuck
really
him.
like stop any of the damage though,
Does he
he's
get
still
critical fall
paralyzed.
damage?
He's on the other side of the wall. So
No,
he
he's
can't.
not gonna get
Well,
critical
yeah,
fall
no,
damage.
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Because I thought
Where's
it was
the
the
no
same
one's
size of
attacking.
walls.
We don't
He's not
care.
gonna die.
He's
He'll probably
Well,
go and
it's
alert
3d6,
everyone.
Yeah,
You
no,
don't
that-
know.
well,
Oh
he's
wait,
not-
he
at
wasn't
least
even bloodied.
He's
Never mind.
not gonna die.
yeah. We'll have time though to go and hide.
But then they'll know that people in.
We'll have time to go and hide.
Fair.
Yeah. So he
This is
he would be
immediately on
bloodied
this
now.
shit.
Okay. And
Arbiter, get down.
He falls. You hear a thud.
I still have my grappling hook on me, right?
Yeah, you like it's on the still hooked on
Yeah,
the bottom.
can we
on-
just
on
start
you.
running away?
You're
No,
also down one
yeah.
grappling hook, so the arbiter lost his.
Oh,
So
shit.
there's one still
Yeah,
up there.
can we go run away to hide?
Like I have
somewhere?
mine.
Should I jump off and try to fucking?
Don't ask me. I'm all the way down there.
Does
could
anyone
pull that
have
grappling
like
hook
a
and fall over.
ranged weapon?
Who, is
Like-
there anyone else on top of the wall with
No.
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 Man,
Do you have a ranged weapon?
me? No.
Oh.
dude.
Well then get. I would whisper up to you as loud as I like kind of shout whisper to not alert anyone else? Harder, get down.
You hear an arrow shoot at where the thud was.
What?
Get
Who
down.
did that?
Your
Probably
friend, the
a-
scout.
The scout.
The scout.
But
Oh.
he misses the. You hear the
Damn
arrow
it.
just hits the wall as he's laying
Dude.
prone.
Oh.
You know what never misses?
But you can't see him though.
He's
Oh,
he's
shit, I
in
have to
range.
see
You have to see
Oh,
him.
no, I
you
have
have
to
to
see
see him.
him.
You can't see him.
Crap.
Your moment of redemption gone.
I draw my great sword and jump off to murder him.
Oh my god.
Do
You're
you
not
try to
taking the
land on him?
grappling hook? Okay.
No,
I'm
he's
taking the
jumping
grappling
the
hook.
30
No.
feet.
But I'm jumping the 30 feet
Oh my
Okay.
god.
To land on him?
to land on him.
Watch you rolling that one.
What do you have to roll to land
Probably
on
like
No, I have to roll attack
acrobatics.
still.
You take 9 damage as you fall.
And I have to roll attack still.
Because he's trying to like land on
Yeah,
him.
you
Yeah,
have-
I've
yeah.
got like.
How
Okay.
much that would deal
With-
a lot of damage.
You have advantage.
Yeah.
Well, he's still technically
He's
paralyzed.
basically taking
Has the
whatever
dude
damage
broken
you
his-
deal plus fall damage.
Has the
for
dude
you.
broken his paralyzation?
Oh,
He's
no.
That's a 24 to hit.
That is.
Oh, and you get critical attack.
And I get
Yeah.
critical
Oh
attack.
my god, are you doing this
Wait,
non-legally?
I
how
didn't
much
think about that.
damage is he dealing for landing on him?
I'm adding 3d6 to his damage.
Oh.
Okay, so it's gonna be 66 plus another 3.
You're gonna kill him, man.
Fall damage.
I'll roll the damage for
Okay, so I'll
fall.
roll my damage then.
I am gravity.
I am the gravity. So this stealth mission started out really well.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be Splinter
You
Cell
rolled
and Metal
that 6
Gear
times,
guys.
right?
No,
He's
he's
rolling
rolling
the
the
other
other
three.
three.
The other 3.
You
he
deal
just rolled his great sword damage.
I rolled my great sword damage, which
Oh.
Two, that'd be 46.
Yeah, that's what he did.
So he's just like Link from Smash Bros. With like the down.
Yeah,
down
that's
air.
17 piercing damage.
Great sword
I
would
guess.
be
guess.
probably.
You have to.
That's magical too.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to roll your damage now. Yeah.
He's gonna die.
He's dead.
He's very.
if I roll
dead.
a 1, he's dead.
But fortunately, Priscilla's on the other wall, so she doesn't know.
So you just dive off, basically crush this guy. Just
Just-
like as you land on him, your sword goes into his upper chest, and like his legs just.
How does the scout react?
The scout just like.
I stand up, I give him a wave, and I throw my grappling hook up.
All right,
again.
athletics.
We're good at
He
stealth.
just looks dumbfounded at the situation.
That's a 19 for athletics.
Oh my god, stop
Yeah, you
rolling
throw it up.
good.
On the other side, I would have been trying to find a spot that's inconspicuous, but we can still see the wall.
Yeah,
so,
so
like, as
trying
you-
to stealth.
As you climb over, there's about 30 feet between the wall and like where buildings and stuff begin.
Yeah,
So you
I would
could, You
go-
could hide into an alley.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I would do.
Yeah, can we roll a group stealth?
Yeah,
or?
so you climb up.
Yeah, I go up and slide down.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll for slide down.
That's fair.
So can we like roll a group stealth or?
So yeah, you guys like you're hiding.
Yeah,
from
no,
your-
I would
Yo,
signal
yeah.
to Artificer.
I have,
Okay.
a,
Art
I have a
Ritter,
question.
Yeah.
where
Can I
we're
know
at.
what the
Too
area we
many A
land
words.
in looks
Don't
like
call you
before we
lasers.
do anything?
That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Because
So-
like I don't know anything about where we landed. We
No
could have
one-
landed in the barracks for all I know.
No, you guys land.
Call me Peleus.
So I'll zoom in on the map here. So you guys are landing kind of like in the western kind of corner here.
Okay.
So you guys land here. As you guys kind of come out, the city sprawls in front of you. When you were at the top of the wall, you would have seen like houses stretching like in various sizes all the way out, and some bigger houses towards where the castle is, and the castle goes up. And then as you guys kind of fall to the ground, there's about a 30-foot distance between the wall and where buildings begin.
Am I covered
Oh.
in blood?
So like you guys kind of, yes, your
So-
legs are drenched in it. So as you guys,
So we have a,
whenever you guys get to the ground, there's a 30-foot difference between you and a house. There's a house like right in front of you, and then there's some houses there, and there's an alley that you guys could hide in.
I get out my water skin once he comes over, and I try to clean up off the blood off his legs.
I'm sorry.
Good stealth mission, guys.
I'm sorry. I just want to know a little bit more. So are we in like a residential area? Is it like all right,
It's hard
like
to tell.
kind of a
from,
slumish spot?
Most of the people have left.
Yeah,
they
it's
said.
it's kind of hard to tell. The
Well, you can
buildings
tell by
all
the
look pretty
buildings
similar.
usually.
These look like houses.
Do there seem to be any
They don't.
sources?
They don't. There's
Thing?
no like.
Okay.
There's no like merchandise or anything if you look in the windows. Or
Does it
there's no,
look like-
signs?
Like middle class.
They look like your
Like decent.
average, like just anyone who lived in the city, not a noble or anything.
Okay. So
Are there any
no.
sewer systems that I can see?
Like along the wall. No, like it's dark still.
All
The
right.
wall kind of gives this a darkness. So
I
you're
don't have dark vision.
More
That would
important-
be. I do have dark vision, but my primary thing that I'm looking for now is a place to
I
hide,
also
and the
have
sewer
dark
systems would be
vision.
my primary place.
okay.
So if we start to move around, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay. So
Well, you're
once
a
you guys
cat, it
get
makes
into the
sense.
alley,
I still
and kinda get yourselves collected. Yeah. So let's do the
Is
layout.
no one gonna ask me any questions about me?
I'm just going to say, like, look at you just covered in blood and just be like, good stealth mission, guys.
As soon as you start talking, I say shh.
I say it quietly.
And I whisper, he won't be able to tell him where we are.
I mean, I agree with that. That's fair. Let's just keep that to a minimum.
Right. So as you guys are here in this alley, you do notice like there's a grate, but it's a small grate kind of somewhere in the alley. And this you assume would lead to some sort of sewer system, but it's not really big enough for like you could possibly squeeze in, but anyone who's a little bit wider would not be able to.
All right. Gotta keep looking, I guess. That's not
Oh,
gonna work.
wait. Sorry. Could you describe the grate again?
It's just like
grate.
It's great.
Wait, is it
Is there anything behind it like we can
What-
kind of see?
like
or-
is it a
like,
removable
looking down
grate?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no, it's just darkness.
Yeah, like is it removable or
Is it
anything to
locked?
make it wider? Or
No, like it's like a grate that's like in the ground.
So it's-
Like,
it-
you'd
it's
have to
not-
like rip it out.
It's not budgeable.
No,
No.
Can I
you'd
try
have to
It's
just
like in the
break it.
foundation.
Can I try something?
Sure.
Can
I
I
mean, yeah.
take out my sword that can cut through anything?
Sure.
I'm not gonna be
No
able
one
to
can.
fit
You
in
can't
there.
fit
At
through
all.
it. You're
Oh
too
no, I
big.
can't fit through
You're
it.
too big.
I'm too big. Is that?
I think Lemiao, Priscilla, and Zook and Pelias are the only people.
So
that fit.
how
Hmm.
large is it? Like say like 2.5 feet across, kind of thing. Like large enough for us, but not for this dude.
Like
Or
in
him.
terms of like it's like it's a square and it's
Yeah.
about like a little more than a foot. So like you'd be
Oh.
squeezing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not even gonna bother.
all right, yeah. So
like if you're any sort of claustrophobic,
But I
you would
mean,
not
like
want
you're
to
Okay,
go in
cat,
there.
if
never
your
mind
cat
then.
can fit, the rest of you can't.
Yeah, but I'm not
Yeah, you're
gonna go
liquid.
and abandon everyone else
all right, let's
Really?
let's keep looking for I'm looking
Yeah.
for any place that we could use
for now.
to kind of hide
Wait
while
till we
it's
get
bright
dangerous.
out.
Safety
I kick in the
numbers.
door of a house. Well, no, I
No.
go and see if a door of a house is unlocked.
We know that most of
More-
the people are gone. We can hide in a house.
All right. So
More
you go-
importantly,
Fair enough.
Let's-
That's
House?
smart.
nobody seems to be awake right now. Yeah, nobody's like.
There's no one in the
Nobody
city.
in
This,
the
when
city.
you
That
were at
doesn't
the
mean
top, you
nobody.
will remember there was very little
Dude,
light
I'll
on.
just
The
kill
lights
them
that
if
we're
they're in
on
there.
were further towards the the
There's gotta be
castle.
some
Alright.
people
I'm not
left in
actually
the
gonna
city.
kill them.
Yeah,
No,
Aren't
they
we
said
in
like
it?
almost everybody left the
Yeah,
city.
almost
Yeah,
everybody
if
doesn't
we
mean
are
literally
going-
everybody though. There could be some people just fucking.
if
out
we
and
are
about.
going for a house, I'd like to go for one with no lights on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
the houses that are, there's two houses that are kind of in between this alley. There's like the house to your right and the house to your left. The one to your right, you can see in it through the window.
Okay.
It seems empty.
All right.
There's the house to your
Never
left
mind.
as well.
Okay. If the house to the right looks like it's empty, I'd like to try to get in.
Can I see if it's locked?
It is locked.
All right.
I have lockpicks.
You have thieves' tools.
I would try to.
You're gonna have to show me how to use those.
All right. Roll.
And I have
You have advantage. Zook's helping you.
He's guiding your hips.
19. So that's and I have double proficiency with all
Okay. Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So that's like a 27.
Yeah. You just kind of
God.
you just slightly move it and it just clicks.
Yeah.
And then Zook's like. And then you guys go in to find like this kind of wooden home. It seems kind of lower class. There's like a small kitchen table. You kind of come in and it's just a very like open concept single room. There's a bed in the corner kind of. And then there's like a smaller kind of like bed in the other corner.
All right. Yeah. So I'd usher everybody in, close the door, lock it again, and then I want to go around and check to make sure that there's no other entrances.
There's like a kind of like a back door ish.
Does it have a lock?
It does.
Is it locked already?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Could you imagine if we picked the front lock and the back door was unlocked?
Happens to me all the time.
And then are there any like blinds for the windows?
Not really.
Okay.
Is there any food in here?
You've got fabrics from your disguise kit.
I do.
Yeah. Could we hang some fabrics? I want to make sure that this is a good like safe
There's
house.
still like bed sheets on one of the beds.
There we go.
So you-
I grab
Start
those.
ripping up bed sheets and putting them on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. And then after we're all done with that, I say we wait until it's dark out again, and then we set out.
In the meantime, we're just a happy family who decided to stay in Garrick's Fall.
Okay.
Uh,
And
That's our cover, and we're
that's it.
sticking to it.
I was just wondering, is there any distinctive features this house is set apart from the other ones, just in case we need a rendezvous in case things go south?
No, not really. The houses around here are all pretty similar. I mean, they're different in like where the windows are and stuff.
Do the numbers
So-
have houses on?
Do the numbers have houses on them?
Do the houses
Some
have
big
numbers?
ass numbers.
Cannot.
Alright.
I,
Do the houses have numbers on them?
I could carve
Yeah,
just a
well, yeah.
symbol into the
They have, like,
No.
into the wood.
Oh,
I was
then they
thinking
could
the
just
same
remember
thing,
that,
but
right?
I'm going to ask Eric to do that
Okay,
because he would have to go outside.
that's fair. That's fair.
Actually, you could let the dude who has the illusory script so that I can make stuff appear and only you guys can see it
For how long?
for, let's see, 10 days.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
well.
do that.
Please go right
As a
ahead, my friend.
ritual.
Make just a giant butt.
Put this house,
Put a dick
fuckers.
butt on the roof.
It's
Do
up
it.
to you.
Make a dick butt.
Can
Just
you make
something-
a dick butt
Can you
on
make
the
a dick
roof?
butt?
Please make it
please?
something descriptive, my friend.
Sure. I mean,
Something
if
that
he
we can
wants to,
It's like a
but-
dick with
be
a
able to
butt.
locate.
I mean, a dick butt's very descriptive.
It is.
Okay, he doesn't know what a dick butt is.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
You don't know what a dick
Why
butt
not?
is.
Why
Only
not?
us can see it.
It's a meme.
Memes exist in this world, right?
Do dick butts
They don't
exist
have
in
the
your world?
internet.
Okay, but do dick butts exist?
They have
Please
mess-
Are there
Messenger
like
pigeons.
are there like illustrators who just do little dick butts in their writers?
Yes.
This is it, boys. This is the
Yes.
best
This
This
campaign's
is
ever
the
gonna
best.
Put a dick butt on the
If he
roof.
can have a robo horse, we can have a dick butt. Fuck
Fine.
There's
you.
a famous gnome graffiti artist who does dick butts.
Amazing.
Can I do a dick butt with like a squire version, like with the
get. Yeah.
like the jester hat and
Oh,
What is the name of this gnome?
Give him a bandana.
What is the name of this? I actually have an amazing name for
Are
this
you gonna
guy.
put him in your kill book?
Yes.
Do you have a kill
No.
list?
His name
technically.
is Barum Best.
Barum Best? What?
I love it.
I
But,
like that's
yeah.
not the gnomiest of names.
Like, give the dick butt like a bandana so he looks like he's an undercover agent.
because that's what bandanas do.
Yes.
And make
Alright.
it glow in the dark.
Balaclava.
And how have I heard of this Baron Best?
You may not have. He's mainly known in Tirismal, where
I would have heard of him then.
and
I mean,
as
I've
with-
been
yeah.
alive for a long time.
Yeah, but like you wouldn't hear of some like vandalist graffiti artist.
That doesn't
Okay.
really seem like your circle, man.
I mean, if he's that famous, though, I don't know.
He would be with Zorlin.
With me, he's
Okay.
my kind of famous.
Would you have said this to me?
I would basically, just so we can have an explanation in character, I would say, ooh, Zorlin, if we want to, and no, I'm Zorlin, idiot. Arrington, if we want to make an illusory image that only we can see and it's very obvious, just something giant and incredibly phallic, just to like flip off this entire city. So like there's this graffiti artist in Tirismal, Barum Best is his name, and he has this wonderful, amazing art piece called Dick Butt.
dick butt.
Can you do that? And I take out a piece of paper that I always keep on me that has a dick butt on it, obviously. It's improv, so it's real now.
no.
And I show it to Arrington.
I think Arrington would have seen it. He
Or
lived
no,
in
I have
Tirismal.
minor illusion, so I would make a 5-foot dick
Oh,
butt.
But oh god, 3D dick butt.
3D dick butt.
I'll
Are you
see
guys marking off your
what
spell
I
slots?
can
I'm
It's
just
a
about
cantrip.
done.
It's a
Okay.
cantrip.
I'm just about done.
And mine is a ritual.
Ooh.
I know.
God damn it, guys.
I thought illusory script would come in handy
Oh
once.
yeah. How big
Nice.
can you make it?
I don't know. It's
like-
just writing, so
Oh, it's
doesn't
writing.
doesn't have a specified thing.
This has probably gone on now for about an hour's time. You guys have been in this hut.
I begin to take a long rest, which is 4 hours for me.
That's
Well,
fair.
it's still 8 hours. You just spend
Oh, I
4
spent
hours
10 gold
yeah,
on it.
you know what I mean.
deactivated and 4 hours
I spent
with
10
light
gold
rest.
on it.
I spend
That's
4
fine.
hours in my
That's
resting.
super
I
worth
begin.
it.
I
It's
enter
so
my
worth it.
resting
How
state.
big
Is
is it?
I don't think that's
No
what
matter
it is.
what,
It's
you
the
have to
entire
take 8
door.
hours. It's just
Wait,
if you
the
don't
door?
sleep for the
The
full
door.
8
I
hours,
thought you were gonna
then
put it on
you
the
do
roof.
No,
light
put it on
activity.
the roof.
Ah.
That's how it
Yeah,
works.
because he
then
don't-
we
he
can
technically
see it
doesn't
wherever
even
we are
see.
in the city.
Yeah,
Like he does
Alright,
light
I'll put it
activity
on
when
there.
he does his 4 hours.
yeah, but for every single playable
No, I
race,
enter a
it has
resting
to be
state
8
for 4
hours.
hours.
It's considered
People
light
with
activity.
Crusade can read the
Really?
messages.
Yeah.
So can
Yeah.
you imagine if there's just
Well,
Like
something
even mine is
that
still
passes
considered just
by,
light activity.
it's just like,
And then like keeping
yeah,
watch,
I
working on like stuff that isn't like fighting or moving around a lot is considered light
Okay.
activity.
So he puts the dick butt on the roof, but apparently creatures with true sight can see. So if a devil or an angel shows up, they'll totally see that dick butt. Just letting you know.
Okay. I'll actually make a note of that. That'll be important.
I would
But
like.
what about demons?
I don't know if demons have true sight. Only
I'm
like
sure some of them do.
only like really powerful devils have
Yeah.
that.
I would
So-
also like to ask Eric to step outside and just discreetly carve like a little like star or something into the corner of the
Why?
door, because
Sweeto.
this is on the roof.
Yeah, we could eat. Well, you could. It's
can't
a
see the
slanted roof, right?
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
you're on the other side of the building,
They
you
just
can't
go
see
around.
the door on the other side of the
There are
building
2
either,
doors.
idiot.
There are 2 doors.
So you're doing the back
Guys,
door.
it's
you
fine.
can put a dick butt on both
Yeah.
slants of
Okay.
the roof, right?
fuck's
Can
sake.
I go up to Eric with 2 C's after he tells him to put a little star and say, Eric, how much do I have to pay you to carve instead of the star a dick butt?
I don't know if I could even carve that if I tried.
And I
would
just
be
I
very
show him
impressed,
with my
Eric, if
minor
you could-
illusion.
Wait. I would be very impressed, Eric, if you could carve the dick butt.
I'll try. He
I approve of this now.
he
Use
goes
your powers for evil.
He goes outside, and then Zook kind of goes after him.
What?
Zook kind of goes after him whenever he goes outside.
Oh yeah, cause Zook into the hoo hoo.
And then they come back in after about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And Eric looks kind of like sheepish.
I would like to go
and then
see.
Zook just looks really proud of himself.
Nice.
I would like to go see, please.
I would also
I
like
would
to go
also
see.
like to go see.
I'm not.
But I
I'm
said it
just-
discreetly so they didn't hear.
You guys are gonna get spotted. You fucking
Alright.
Yeah.
idiots.
Whenever you guys go outside, there's this
stealthing.
10 out of 10 dick butt, except for a little tiny like portion of it that looks like someone wasn't quite well versed at
The beginning.
The art of
of
wood carving.
engraving.
I give Eric a high five anyway.
Yeah. So as soon as
Pat
I
on
see
the
it, I would
back.
say we should probably go back inside so no one sees us.
Yes.
Alright.
And then as we're heading back inside, I'd like to be the last one outside. And
Oh.
I cast mending on the fucking door, which reverts it back to its normal fucking state.
What was the point of this?
What a fucking asshole.
Alright.
Now we don't have any markings
This
on the
crosses
door.
the fucking line.
How?
Alright?
Robo horse isn't weird, but dick butt is.
Yes.
You're not a fan of that gnomish dude?
Yeah,
You're not a
dude.
fan of his
No.
work?
I would
Bear him
like
best. He's the
everyone to
best.
Roll a perception.
We're in the house, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Perception stands for many other things than just seeing.
Yep. It's listen.
18.
20, not natural.
Okay. 18.
It's 13.
That's
I
another
also got a
18 as well.
13.
I did the best.
All right. Anyone who broke a 20,
Oh.
Me.
you think you hear shouting.
Guys, I think I hear shouting. What's so weird about that?
It would likely be best if we just try to stay covert while
Yes.
it's light out.
Remember,
Does it-
we are a happy family, just keeping our heads down. We are loyal to the monarch here.
Hey.
What kind of
I have no
shouting is
intention
it?
of letting anybody know there's anybody in this house.
Exactly. But if anyone does come here, I mean,
Oh,
that
shit. I'm cleaning the blood off me.
I already
Yeah, we already
would have
did.
helped him with that.
Yeah.
Good time to end.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
probably
thinking.
is.
So
Okay.
we hear shouting, and I just say, let's lay low. Nobody goes out for any reason until it's dark, okay?
Okay, we'll end it here.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry, bud. Well, 2 weeks from now.
Oh my god. So long.
I know. Welcome to my world.
Thanks for listening, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
This went
Thank
a
you.
little off the
Yeah.
rails, but man, was it fun.
Hopefully, we'll have another action-packed episode
coming to you soon.
For the next time, can you put a little dick butt on the map where the house is?
Yeah, please
do
do
not.
that.
Please
do that.
Please.
Wait,
It's
no,
three
it's
against
it's
two
a
right
copyrighted meme. We can't.
I will literally not show up if you do that. Like,
Well-
I will stand up and leave in the middle of
And that's no loss.
How else are we
Dude, I
supposed to know
fucking
where
Sam
it is?
Fishered someone again.
Dude,
Again.
If you think
Good for
about it, the
you.
dick butt is on the roof. So if you had a top-down view like this, you'd
Yeah, it
see
would make sense,
Yeah, but the
honestly.
people, but the people who are watching it aren't able to see it because
They don't have true sight.
they don't have true sight.
Oh,
so
shit.
True,
that's
fuck.
true.
Oh.
But I want to be able to see it.
All right,
All
never
right,
mind.
some of you get true sight glasses.
No, we can see it because he let us see it.
But they
because
can't
of his
see it.
illusory skin. Well, I'm sure
Your
Lamia
cha-
would
your
let our
characters-
audience see it.
He doesn't know
That's
there's an
meta.
audience.
No, it's
That's
not.
metagaming.
Meta magic.
Your
Oh, you're not a
characters
sorcerer.
can see it, but you can't.
Yeah, we can't. We're not our characters.
Shit.
Blah.
All right,
Anyway.
just to get everyone happy with that. Anyways, thanks for listening to our nonsense.